good mood today, breakfast fresh and everything, even though Rambo shit all over the house last night. Yes, Rambo's got the Eartha kits. 3 o'clock this morning, because we've got all the fans upstairs, you know, because the dogs sleep with us. Thank you, Dippy Egg and Linz. So the dogs sleep with us in the bedroom, and it's, you know, it gets hot up there, doesn't it? So we've got all the fans up there. And Rambo decided to have the diarrheas. So I wake up at 3 o'clock this morning and the room was stinking. Do you know what I mean? So I spent like an hour scrubbing the carpets from the bedroom to the landing. And then he decided to come down on the hallway and wipe his butt. So I've been scrubbing dog poo all morning because Rambo's naughty. Why did you get up so early? I'm always up early, Tam. Like 3 o'clock's normal for me, and then I'm in bed for 6, 7 o'clock. Do you know what I mean? That's why no fucking can get hold of me. You're fully dressed today. I'm fully dressed today. Yes, and I'm wearing this top. That Luke bought me this top, guys. Yeah, Luke the Clout Chaser. It's lovely, isn't it? Yeah, Luke got me that. He said it's got Miss Red all over it. Yes. Yes, Luke's special. Why is your sleep pattern like that? Merlin, do you know what it is, love? I don't know. I can't get out of it. I can't get out of the sleeping pattern. I've tried, because ideally what I'd love to do is come on TikTok late at night so I can, you know, have conversations with people. Big love, everybody. Thank you so much for the gifts. Thank you, Roxy, and everybody else. But I just can't snap out of the pattern. It may be my medication. I'm on like pretty strong painkillers, do you know what I mean? So I take my painkillers at 3 o'clock in the morning. Morning, Ollie B, big love, Angie. And then I'll take some at 12, and then I'll take some at 6. And the 6 o'clock ones just knock me off my feet. Thank you, Angie. Too much drama every night, Tom, I know, but that's where it all is. I want to, you know, get live for peoples. Love it. Thank you, Buffy, darling. Right, guys, come on, we're tacking. We're slacking. With the tacking, let's get up to 150k, please. Morning, Paula, and we've got 2.5k people in the room. If you could spare a heart me, please, do you know what I mean? Or even a tap, one would be grateful for that. It's not a lot to ask. Can't you take the 6 PM ones lateral? Does that mean later? I can't really, because as soon as like that 6-hour medication runs out, my shoulders are at me again. Do you know what I mean? Thank you, Lewis and Jenna B. Something needs sorting out anyway. Thank you, Lewis and Andrea. It's the ADHD routine. I don't know what it is. It's weird. I can't even blame the menopause because I'm not fully there yet. And my sleeping pattern's been like it since I had my breakdown, actually. If you're on antidepressants, I'm not on antidepressants, I only take anxiety medication. Thank you, Laura. I'm on them propanol, 10 milligrams twice a day now. I was on them 3 times a day, but I'm cutting them down because my anxiety is okay. You know, I'm fortunate enough now that I can get in the car. Thank you, everybody, for the love. Thank you so much. You know, I can get in the car, I can get on a plane, I can go to the shops. Oh, do you, Ollie B? Propanol can do that, can it? Well, I don't know about these things. Thank you, Evil Lou. Thank you. The elusive mother-in-law. Oh, hello, elusive mother-in-law. Yes, come on, you're tapping that screen now because you want to get over the FYP. I need to try them. Got bad anxiety. Vodders, do you know what, right, darling? Anxiety, yeah. It's probably one of the worst things, you know, like with mental health to suffer with. Everybody who's had a panic attack knows how horrendous that can be, and it makes you feel like you've got no life anymore because, you know, you can't go out the house and you never know when one's good. Yeah, very deliberating. I'm not very good at the big words, but you will get through it. You just need to work on, you know. If you don't go out the house, just pop to the bottom of the garden, you know, have a cup of tea in the garden and just go that little bit further every day. You can do it. Thank you, Audrey, darling. And that's what I did. You know, I wouldn't even step out the front door. You know, I couldn't even walk down the end of the street without feeling like I'm having a heart attack. And I had to push myself to do it. Only we can do that. We have to push ourselves a little bit further. And the way my therapist got me through it, right, was concentrating on things around me. All right, so, you know, how many trees can you see? How many red cars can you see? Also, like, you know, these bracelets used to help me as well. I used to, if I was out, I'd be playing with them and things like that. But please try and go that little bit further every day. If you go out one day and you have a panic attack, don't let it put you off trying the next day. You know, you can do it. If I can do it, you can fucking do it. Please believe me. Thank you, Pauline. Whether it takes you a year, 6 years, however long, there's no rush. But please try and push yourself to do it. You can do it. Box breathing is good for panic attacks. I tried it all, everything, you know, but for me it was just me pushing myself, motivating myself. Thank you, that's all, folks. Like, I'm going into the whole thing now, sorry guys, you've set me off, but I think it's really important to talk about, like, and Simon and all the kids mollycoddled me, you know, they were like, it's okay, Mum, you don't have to do it, you don't have to do it, take your time. But I did have to do it, and I said to everybody, and there was only doing it out of love, I said, look, I said, please don't tell me that, you know, what do I need from this shop, you'll get it, you know, let me try and do it myself. You know, I told them all off for being so loving and helpful. I said, I need to get to that shop. Don't ask me what I need from the shop. I need to get to that shop. Do you know what I mean? It's awful, I can't just do it. Do you know what I should do? I should, like, do a little, you know, do some videos and, you know, tell you how I got through it. I mean, it may not help, but it may help some, because it was a horrible thing to go through, and I got through it. Yeah, you will do it. You will do it, I promise. Thank you, Eddie. Thank you, Shrimpy. I have numerous panic attacks a day. It's awful. I know, it's the most horrendous thing. And well done as well for Free at Last Music, because I seen the other day he was out and about, and it was lovely to see. It was absolutely lovely to see, darling. So yeah, big up everybody who's struggling with mental health and panic attacks, and, you know, just anything that you're going through, you know, you will get there and you will do it. Maybe not today, maybe not next week, but you will get there. But you gotta push yourself to do it, just like Free at Last did. And you loved it, didn't you, darling? You was having the time of your life. I said, yeah, in the sun. Morning, Crystal. Morning, Danny boy. So now all I need to do is lower the propanol and take less and less. So I'm on 2 a day. So now I'll take, in a couple of weeks, I'll take 1 a day. Do you know what I mean? Because you get used to taking it, don't you? It's like a comfort blanket. Can we send love to Katie? What's happening with Katie, guys? Sorry, am I missing stuff? We can send all the love to Katie. We can. Right, so we're there. We're there with the likes, everybody. Thank you so much. Where are we? Oh, okay, so we're moving up the popular, guys. We're number 9 on the popular, which is amazing. Thank you, everybody, for tapping the screen. How long did they take to work? So the propanol, when I went through my breakdown, they gave me every medication under the sun. Sertraline, all that stuff that you would take. I tried everything, and it would either make me not have an appetite, keep me awake at night, make me wired, like my, you know, I was like, and I didn't like the effects of it. It didn't work for me. But the propanol, 20 minutes after taking one, I was so calm. And it was the propanol that worked for me. Like, different things work for different people. You just got to, you know, try. But remember, it's not forever. It's just to help you get through, you know, while you're going through what you're going through. Do you know what I mean? Because medication doesn't fix the problem. It only helps. It's only us that can do that. It does, Yorkshire mixture, you're right, but I think it depends on the levels that you're taking it. Yeah, do you know, that was the worst for me as well, sertraline, but on other people it's been fantastic for, and, you know, it just depends on you, really, you know. Guys, should we get on with the FYP news? Should we do it? Because today is a Whinge Wednesday. So we can all have a whinge about whatever we want to whinge about. And I'm whinging at Rambo today. Thank you, Crystal, darling, for shitting all over the house. I had to rip up towels because I ran out of cloths. I was shredding towels. Do you know what I mean? clean the carpets with her, Mr. Bubbles. The carpet man was only here 2 weeks ago cleaning the carpets. Bun Rambo. Thank you guys for the love. Ah, thank you too, darling. Thank you. Right, let's get on with the show, guys. I feel your pain. I have 2 chihuahuas. Honestly, I can't cope with them. Susie's all right, to be fair. She's not really naughty, you know, weird and pooing around the house, but the Rambo one does it just for fun. Sees me in a good mood and he decides to take a shit everywhere. He thinks, oh, how can I fuck her up today? Do you know what I mean? So we ain't got no BBC News theme because I've turned the Alexa off because she's a bitch. Oh, big love, Sam, my darling. So yeah, so I'm just going to wing it today without no FYP theme. Thank you, Free at Last. I'm going to sort the Alexa out because she's taking it too far now. Yeah, she is. Never mind justice for Alexa, justice for me. She's giving me a nervous disposition in the mornings. Thank you, everybody, for the love. Big love, Roxy and Claire and everybody else. Bun Alexa, fucking yes. Who we bunning today, everybody? Thank you, Claire. Who we bunning? I'm bunning Rambo. Morning, Tracy. Who we bunning? Let's do our morning bun. Oh, you're bunning that one, are you? Court Assassin. Bun Alexa. Bun Claire Duffy, bun the workman next door, bun the heat. Oh, Tam, darling, we ain't bunning. Leave Tam alone. We're not bumming, but I didn't mean that. We're not bunning Tam. You know, I get mixed up with my words. I didn't mean to B-U-M-M-M-ing. I meant bunning. The Daisy, we'll have none of that going on around these ways. Thank you very much. Bun work. If you say so. Thank you, Maria. Well, let's get on with the FYP news. Good morning and welcome to the Misread Show. Alexa has done me dirty again. I even tried it with her today because Rambo's already set me off on one. We are having the... Sam just said if you're offering. No, I am not. We are having all the FYP news and opinions. It is a Whinge Wednesday. Thank you, Anne. So if anything is pissing you off on TikTok, tell us all about it today in the boxes. If there's something that you think I've missed, tell us all about it because we're going to be covering everything today. Absolutely fucking everything. Yes, we will be covering everything. So buckle up, buttercups. If you haven't got your heart in, get the heart in, please, because I want to get higher on the popular, you know, because I am misread after all, and I deserve to be higher up there, to be fair. Thank you, everybody, for the love. Yes, so let's get on with it. I sound like Luke, don't I? Come on, get your heart in, get your wristbands. Where is the clout chaser anyway? He's back today. It's usually popped in by now. Being nosy. Oh, let's use one of these shit rags. Do you love this laugh? People can't stand it, you know. All over the tiki-toki place. Oh, that laugh, them teeth, them eyebrows, that hair. Thank you, everybody, for the wristbands. Thank you. Well, bun you all if you're knocking me. Yes. Right. Don't even mention TikTok Studio. I'll put it all in the box. Look, let me show you. I fucking have. I've packed it all away. It's in the naughty corner, look. See? Right next to the vacuum and the cake stand. Yes. It's in the naughty corner and it can stay over there. Hayley. Don't even try it with me today. Guys, seriously though, if there's anybody that can help me with the sound on the TikTok Studio, please help me, because I'm being serious now. Because I'm having the most terrible time and Luke can't help me with the sound. So if there is anybody that can help me with the audio, please help me. Dino girl, I've got the TikTok Studio. That's all sorted. I just can't get the volumes right on it. Did you turn on your Bluetooth for what? What am I turning the Bluetooth on for, Tam? The Bluetooth on what? It's a plug-in microphone. Morning, Cruella. So can you please message people that know about the audio and that, and please get them to message me, because remember that guy that I rang off the Google, Al? He was meant to come round and do it, and he dropped me out. He stopped ignoring my calls. So we'll bun him this morning as well. Al, you're bunned. Not bummed, bunned. Good job I never paid him, innit? Because he wanted a bit of money first. I said, excuse me. Don't think so. Right, let's get on with it. Okay, before we start, guys, I want to bring some awareness, okay?
Hello, everybody.
So there's another young lad that's gone missing, and his name is Dylan Duffy. And I got tagged in this, and I know that, you know, this young lad, Jay's getting, you know, obviously he's got worldwide press, obviously because of the situations on how he, thank you everybody for the love, you know, because he went missing abroad, so obviously, you know, it's caught the media worldwide, hasn't it? But I just feel so sorry. So this is his auntie, Bethany, and yeah, so he's 18, guys, and he went missing, I think he went missing on the 18th of June, the 18th of June. What month are we in now? Yeah, it was the 18th of June, and he still hasn't been found. So I'm just going to play this video, and if we can go to her page, please, which is Bethany, Bethany00, and repost it. Repost a video, because it's not getting national press. And if, you know, we get a few people in here, and if there's anything that we can do to help, you know, even if it's sharing a video, yeah, the thing is in London, then you know, we can do our little bit to help, can't we? Do you know what I mean? Yeah, I know it's Mandy, it's got massive, like, a massive viewing over Facebook, but his auntie's come to TikTok to try and get some awareness spread, because, you know, I think TikTok is bigger than Facebook now, you know, so the power of TikTok, maybe it's gonna, you know, spread it out a bit further.
Hello, everybody. I need your help. My nephew, Dylan Duffy, has been missing for 7 days as of the day that I post this video. He went missing on the 18th of June, and he was last seen on CCTV exiting Euston Station at 5:48 p.m. on the evening of the 18th of June. He was dropped off at work by his mum in Chadderton, Greater Manchester, and he never went in. He then made his way to Euston via the train, via Manchester Piccadilly, and via Stoke. He was wearing all black, beige baseball cap, black backpack, and some black and white Nike trainers. We have had little to no leads. This search is now nationwide for Dylan. We know he went to London. We believe he then went on to Euston Square, but we don't know. He could be anywhere. We have had a lead or a family hunch, or whatever you call it, that he could potentially be in the East Yorkshire coastal area, but we don't know, and nowhere is off the search, because we need to know where he is. Obviously, going missing is sensitive, and there are a lot of things that obviously lead to that, but with Dylan, we just got back from an amazing family holiday, and he did actually leave a note for his mum and dad to find, which did suggest that he was in a low mood, quite a vulnerable mental state. And that's why this is just it's just not okay that we don't know where he is, and it's not okay that we don't know that he's safe. And quite frankly, we're not having the support from the police that we did in the very beginning. We had some amazing support in the very beginning, but quite frankly right now it's with the Metropolitan Police over in London, as that's where he travelled to, and they're just not on it as they should be. And unfortunately, we know that there are just so many missing cases and missing people out there, but you know, this is just not, we just can't let this go cold, because we have no idea if Dylan is safe or not.
Yeah.
We basically need your help. We need anyone who's watching this video to head over to our Facebook page, which is Help Find Dylan Duffy, and over there we post updates. We have all the pictures and information about Dylan. We have everything there that could help us and help you, aid us in searching for Dylan, because he could be out there, like we could be anywhere, but you know, you could have served him today at a shop, you could have walked past him on the street, you could serve him tomorrow, you could see him tomorrow, and we've had so much support. And yes, we've had a lot of shares and likes and things, and it's been on local newspapers, but it's not national enough. That Dylan is missing. He's 18 years old, 5'9". He shaved his head on the day that he went missing, and I will include pictures if I can figure out how to do it. But everything, if you Google Dylan Duffy, if you Google Dylan Duffy missing, DILLON DUFFY, he is there. There is articles about him. We're not a family without him. We're not a family without knowing that he's safe. And
I hear you, darling.
If you have any idea where Dylan is, if you've come into contact with Dylan, if you know anything, please can you just let us know that he's safe. His dad left the minute we found the note. His dad was gone.
So
he
sad.
drove all the way to London. He got there and he literally spent 5 days walking the length of London 50,000 times over, scouring everything that he could possibly think of to find him. And his family friends went down, his nana went down, his mum and his sister have been at home just in case he comes home, and they have been doing so much work. They've been looking, they've been ringing, they've been searching, they've been trying to get CCTV that we can't access unless the police help us. And he could be anywhere, and the only way that I now know to get anywhere else is by coming on here and trying to get some help from TikTok, because Facebook's amazing. We've had some amazing posts over on Instagram, but we need more, because we need to put the pressure on. And if you're watching Dylan, we just need to know that you're okay. We don't care. We just need to know that you're safe, because this is a nightmare, not knowing that you're okay. So please, if you know anything, if you don't know anything, just help, just interact, just share. This is literally me and all of Dylan's family begging you to help us find Dylan Duffy. Hello everybody.
Oh, there you go, guys. Watching that, it literally broke my heart, because I couldn't imagine. And if there's people in the chat, I did see some of your comments, I can't imagine what you're going through when family members just go missing, you know. But her page is at Bethany O0, at Bethany O0. So that's a page. I don't know how to flip the thing round, I'm so sorry. So at Bethany O0.
Hello everybody.
It's got nearly 20,000 likes and it's had 814 shares. But I don't know, we get a few people in here. If we can get a few reposts, a few shares on that, you know, we're doing our little bit of thing, aren't we? You know, we're doing what we can. So yeah. So I hope he's found. I hope he's found. You know, it sounded like he was going through something, you know, and I just can't imagine. You know, I got a son, you know, and I couldn't imagine that. It's hard. Men's mental health matters. It's upsetting. It really is. So if we could go over, please repost and share, just, you know, just get a little bit more going with it. That'd be amazing. Thank you, everybody. Thank you. Right, guys, where we're going to go next? Right, so obviously we've got loads to talk about today, and then we'll open the boxes. Yes, let me pin that. Thank you, Natalie. Thank you, darling. I'm just going to pin that. The video is on there. Thank you so much. Right, okay. So, this absolutely had me in hysterics when I got tagged in it this morning. This is on the Observer's page. So, how many of us, right? How many of us have been walking around the supermarket and you're starving? So you see something on the shelf, usually it's from the hot deli counter with me. And I'll eat it while I'm walking around the supermarket and I will put the bag in the trolley. Do you know, was it you that tagged it? It had me in hysterics this morning because it's so relatable. Yeah, I love the Observer too. So I just want to find out in the chat, let's do a quick poll. How many of you, right? Oh, there's a poll up. What's the poll saying? Yeah, I can't take that poll down. It's an important poll. So I just put yes or no in the chat. How many people walk around the supermarket and eat something? I do it all the time. All the time. And sometimes, you know what I mean, it may have accidentally, you know, the paper may have accidentally got missing, but that isn't my fault. It's the trolley's fault because it's fell through the trolley hole. But, you know, I have all intentions of paying, but, you know, something might accidentally, you know, fall into my mouth, but it's normal, right? And then we put it in the cart to be paid for. But this poor woman's walking round Morrison's eating some melon. It was 79p, and she had the paper in a trolley. Misread her casually, admitting to theft. Well, it's not theft, you see, because possession is 9/10 of the law. So my nephew say, I don't understand what that means, but I just go with it. And as long as you've put the packaging in the trolley to pay for it, it's not actually theft because you haven't left the store with it because it's sitting in your belly. Do you know what I mean? So officially you haven't actually stolen anything because it's still in the store. If it's in your belly, it's not until you leave. Do you know what I mean? So I was said, piss off, because I haven't actually took it out the store yet. It's still in my stomach. So I'm going to play this video. Right, where is it?
Jesus Christ, I opened a packet of...
And let me know who this woman is, because this woman's hilarious.
Mate, seriously, like, every time my kids come in, listen please, Caleb, every time he comes in, when he cracked his head open, remember I told you about this? They all told him to go there because he was banned from it. Callum in that came in it, they weren't banned at the time. I was in it with Tamisha. All the boys, I had a little like rucksack, and so did my daughter, but only the boys they targeted and wanted every single one of them to empty their bag. Why? I get it, but when they constantly do it, this is harassment. I haven't, look, miss, honestly, I'm being real. I'm calm now. You can see now, I'm calm.
So,
I
your man, so we'll call him Darren, which is a female Karen, right? And apologies to the ladies that have got the name Karens, okay? Because I love you all. But we'll call the store manager Darren. He's rang the police and the security because your woman's at some 79p melon, right? So he's wasting police time. Well, let's all bun Darren. Do you know what I mean? She could have been a diabetic and needed that melon.
79p thing of fruit because I was hungry, alright? Oh my god, listening to music.
I don't even know who you are.
Good. Well, now you are going to know who I am, so I've left my mark on your love, haven't I?
Yeah, he's marked now. Darren is a marked man. He should have kept his business to himself, and then he wouldn't have made it on the Misread show, because don't be coming for a woman who, you know, has had a bit of melon, 79p melon, and she's put the packaging in the trolley, so it was obvious that she weren't stealing it, Darren. And now you deserve what you're getting.
But why would I want a conversation with an aggressor like you? You did. You pulled my trolley away from me, did you not?
That's my trolley.
Hang on a minute, hang on. But did you not say...
Did you hear what he just said? Did you hear what Darren just said? It's his trolley. No, Darren, you don't owe the Morrison's trolleys. And if Darren would have pulled my trolley away, he would have knew about it. About pulling trolleys and everything. It's my trolley. Look, even the iPad's fucking had enough of Darren already.
Yes, you did. I've got to do not lie because I've got it on video. Oh, darling, we're sorry. We're definitely at 5k now. So don't lie because there's so many people watching. So come on, tell the truth. You said, don't lie because he said it as well. He said it was his.
Trolley's ours.
No, you tried taking my bags out.
It's all right. I'll sort that.
Yep.
I'll talk to you. It's calm.
See, even your man in the back with the orange and the grey, he saw it too. Bun Darren. Oh, his attitude's changing now. He thought he could push a woman around in the supermarket having a little snack until she got to the till. But now she's putting him on blast all over the internet. His attitude's changing. Well, no, Darren, we're going to show it all.
No problem at all.
Oh, now you want to smile it out for me. Who was the one who said call the police?
Well, we all did.
No, I did. No, you lot needed to, but it took 7 of you to turn up, and then you left this poor man on his first day to deal with me. And he ain't got a clue what's going on.
Okay, so are we happy that Tara carried on with her shopping? Happy days there? Are you happy to stay here and carry on with your shopping?
Yeah, of course I am. I want to do my shopping. I got nothing wrong. You know, definitely ain't going to nick one of them.
I'm trying to pause it in the right moment. It's the man stood at the back in the grey and the orange. He was making me laugh the most because he was pretending to look at stuff on the shelves, and we've all done it, right? Where we're pretending we're doing something and we're like really super invested in what's going on, but it's just him at the back for me, being nosy. But he makes an appearance in a minute. But I love him. I don't know who he is, but I want to be his friend.
I'm definitely going to nick the thing of fruit. So all you could have said, literally, instead of 7 of you staring at me, looking at me
Put him at the back.
you could have approached me and said, you know, excuse me, miss. Bearing in mind the other security guys were watching me and they were all too scared to approach me. You didn't approach me like that. Now, I do have mental health problems, and I did tell you that, and it is what he knows. I can come across like it. I definitely ain't gonna hit no one. I definitely didn't do nothing wrong. All I did was eat a bit of melon, mate. And you told me to leave because I was eating a bit of melon. Why? But now he doesn't want me to leave.
Well, I said you can finish shopping if you want, and that's happy days, man.
Of course I want to finish my shopping. It's what I need to do.
No.
Right, so I ain't gonna get banned? No more issues? You're not gonna keep following me around the shop?
I won't follow you in the first place.
Alright, okay. I was seeing things. Alright, so we're cushy. All good? Look at them with a great smile on their face. Only because they know. And what about you? You going to give your badge number and your name? Thank you very much. Right, so can I do your shopping now?
I love that.
I must be the deaf and dumb. This one here is always at my house, the kids. No, look, I promise, I ain't doing nothing wrong, alright?
No,
I just want to do my food chart.
Crack on.
So please, no more harassment. Thank you so much for being there for me, mate. Honestly, I do really appreciate that. And, mate, hats off to you, darling, for dealing with me at that rate. Because I can get mad. So can I finish now? All done? Don't need to speak to me? So in future when this happens, I'll say call the police. See you later, guys.
I complained to Morrison's head office.
Oh, darling, I'll complain. Don't you worry.
Yeah, really, man, look.
Ask for compensation.
Compensation, definitely. We need a little bit of that, don't we?
Yeah, because I had trouble.
Oh, look, these are the two. Sorry, I would like to make a complaint, though, because he did assault me and he did hurt me. So, yeah, I would like to make a complaint. Okay? So when do I do that?
Oh, guys, that video's on the Observer's page. Go it's the little things for me. Go over to the Observer's page and like the video. But who's the lady? Is she somebody that goes live on TikTok? The policeman was really fit. Oh, Gemini, do you like a man in uniform? I can't even pronounce your name, darling. Hareto said ridiculous. I think it's fucking hilarious. Poor woman is a name Queenie, right? Okay, she new character unlocked. The woman was only eating a bit of melon, and Darren come over, tried to take a trolley from her, and you know, citizens arrest her. Thank you, Tina, for a bit of melon. And it backfired on him because, you know, the woman told him all about himself. Yes, don't even try it, Darren, whoever you are. Hilarious. Sorry, guys, I thought that'd cheer everybody up. Right, so next, we're gonna. This made me laugh. We're gonna we're gonna show a video of CLA. CLA is effective when delusive Angie beats her in a battle, but I'm only going to play a little bit of it. It was only when Angie was winding CLA up, saying that she's more famous than her. I love that. I love it when people tell CLA that people are more famous than her, because it really affects her. Right, let me play it.
You know that me and Pearl are more famous than you now.
In your absolute dreams.
No, we are.
In your phrases, because they all do. Because they've got not their own personality.
I mean, well, look at the score. The score says it all, really.
Oh no, within the UK leaderboard says it all.
Right, is it just me, right? Can you, like, you can just see in Angie's face the deviousness and the wind-up merchant, can't you? Do you know what I mean? You can just tell that she's, like, you know, on the wind-up. That's what makes it funny for me. Like, she's just laid there and she's like, yeah. Do you know what I mean? CLA ain't got a fucking clue. CLA's like...
Oh, yeah, that's something you could never do.
Oh, no, I've already done that.
You've never had gifters like me, darling. I've had the biggest gifters on that.
No,
so
I don't
actually giving me to get excited about, darling, I've already smashed it.
I just don't give myself CLA.
I'm a different creator altogether. I'm Chelsea Lee Art, darling. I'm an artist. I'm bringing up.
I was going to say, I love that makeup, though.
Yes, thank you, darling. It's the eyelashes. You should get some done. Shell girl, treat yourself.
Have you had the fillers as well?
No, I just got good skin.
And your lips?
Yeah, I've had filler in my lips. Brandy, thank you, darling.
Thank you, Marie.
Absolutely, we'll have all the filler. Thank you.
I take it you don't get the Botox, though, no?
Yeah, I get a little shot of Botox as well. Absolutely. That's why I look so beautiful.
Dino!
See, I'm just going to pause that a minute, right? So, hi, Lisa Kelly. She put, no one is famous on the app. It's just popularity. Lisa, do you know what it is, right? I used to believe that. I'm going to carry on playing the rest of the video in a minute. But you do get like a little bit of TikTok fame when you're a creator on TikTok, you know, a big popular creator, because, you know, when you're going out and about, people are stopping you for pictures and autographs. And honest to God, I mean that. Even I used to, you know what I mean? But people are stopping continuously, asking for pictures and everything else. So there is a little bit of fame that comes off the back of being a big creator on TikTok. Not the fame that, you know, Jennifer Lopez and bloody Sam Smith have got, but you do get noticed in public. Thank you for the rose, darling. You do. Whether it's being infamous, famous, like, you got to remember, like, CLA, the Angies, the CLAs, the DGs, the Dave Durans, they're all like the new reality TV stars of this kind of like generation, because TikTok's so massive, nobody watches TV anymore. Do you agree with that, guys, or is it just me? Thank you, Coco and Charlotte. I never consider myself as TikTok famous. I do get noticed when I'm out, but it just goes over my head. It doesn't really bother me. Do you know what I mean? I don't kind of like play into the whole thing. I'll just say hello, you know, yes, I have a picture, and then I go on with my life. I don't walk around with big shades on and security guards and everything else. But there is a certain level, thank you, Al's Life and Show, of fame that comes along with TikTok. I'm not going to lie. Right, what's that poll? And I'll finish playing the rest of the video. So we'll end the poll. Thank you to the mod who did that. Thank you, everybody. So let's just do a quick poll, right? And let's vote honestly. Who thinks that with the bigger creators, there is a little bit of recognition, fame, noticed by the public that comes along with being a creator on TikTok? Happy face, yes. Sad face, no. And I'm going to be honest, I get embarrassed. I think it's a little bit embarrassing. Like, if I'm out and people notice me, I'll take a picture, but you know what I mean? I'm like, ugh. Yeah. I don't mind, though. I don't mind. But, I mean, it's not as if people are screaming my name in the street and stuff like that. Do you know what I mean? recognition isn't the same as fame. I know, but if people are asking for pictures and autographs, like if you've seen, I don't know, Ronan Keating somewhere, and you asked him for a picture and an autograph, he's famous, right? So if it's not a little bit of borderline fame off being being on TikTok, why people asking for pictures and autographs? I know autographs. I got asked for an autograph once. I said, sorry, I ain't got a pen. Do you get what I'm saying? I used Ronan Keating, who was the first celebrity that come into my head. What was that picture? What was that comment? Laugh out loud picture to use on a dartboard, laugh my ass off. Well, yeah, if you want to fucking put a picture on a dartboard, do that. But yes, you was in agreement that there is a little bit of TikTok recognition fame that comes along with being a big creator. Yes, I see it. I never did. But I do think, like, some of these creators that, it does go to the head, I'm not going to lie. Do you know what I mean? I'm not going to lie, it does go to your head. You have to stay humble with it. Yes.
Thank you, everybody. I'm going to do that. Right, I'm off. Do another one. Oh, we'll bring you back, Ange. Well done.
Oh, thank you.
You destroyed me.
Yes, we'll destroy you next time too.
How could you let me lose? I'm not doing no more battles with anyone. You let me lose against Lucifer Ange.
Oh, that was hilarious. That's called being humbled, isn't it? Like, I do like CLA. I'm not being horrible, but that is called being humbled. But I gotta be honest, lots of times when you do battles and you're battling people and you lose against them, and you're like, how the fuck did that happen? It really eats you up inside. Angie does have some serious smoke. Angie's, she has got some serious smoke. Her cool go hard for her. CLA, I think, like I say, I like CLA when she's being nice and she's being funny, but she hasn't done herself any favours just recently, with the way that she's speaking to gifters, and she's, how CLA gets the megaphone on. If you're not gifted, if I don't get a line, I'm going off. She hasn't helped herself. So, the gifts have gone down a little bit, but it might not stay that way because, it goes up and down. Do you know what I mean? Thank you, Hippie Gumbo. Thank you so much. I'm trying to be nice here. I'm trying to be nice. Right, where are we? You must stay humble. So any of you that are thinking about becoming a creator, if you do smash it on TikTok, always stay humble. That's the most important thing. Thank for a rose and thank for every little thing that you get. Do you know what I mean? Yes, because when them lions run out and you're not thanking for the roses, thank you, Lou. You'll be grateful for the bloody roses. You know what I mean? I've seen some of these big creators that are now thanking for the little gifts like Alf Bar. Yes, thank you everybody for the love. Right, so we're going to go on to Dave and DJ. This absolutely cracked me up when I seen this morning. So anyway, you got Max and Paddy, aka DG and Dave. They're on the road to nowhere. They're in this. Thank you everybody for the love. Cue the roses. Thank you. Oh, big love, Claire. Thank you. They're in this camper van. And anyway, they took no blankets, no pillows. They didn't take fuck all, basically. And Dave confessed this morning that they've been driving around with this elephant-sized turd. Thank you, Coco, and whoever said that, in the camper van because they didn't know how to flush it. Do you know what I mean? So it must have humdinged in there because, it's so hot. Oh, DG, yes, we're just talking about you. We're talking about the elephant turd that was left in the camper van. I don't know who did that. Nevertheless, it's normal, we all do it. But anyway, they only discovered this morning how to flush it. You slide the flusher across. So they've been driving around with this elephant turd anyway. But yesterday they went to the car boot sale, or I don't know what day it was, but I'm presuming it was yesterday because I watched this morning on the FYP, and they did like a little bargain hunt thing. Thank you, Lewis and Laura. They did a bargain hunt thing, and Dave brought this strimmer. And it's the whole length of the camper van. So I'm going to play this video because it's fucking hilarious. Who watched that content where there was at the car boot sale? It's my favourite content by them so far. And I'm going to be honest, I did love it when the bird shit on Dave's head. Sat there eating pizza and the bird shit on his head. It's good luck though. Apparently it's good luck. So let's play this. It was hilarious.
And I got the light for £1. I spent £15.
Right, okay, I spent 13 and I'm doing that as a bulk buy. Do you want to buy it? You get 2 pillows, double sleeping bag, and a pair of shades for 25 quid.
Fuck that.
What do you mean?
And I don't want them.
You don't need them tonight.
It's a competition.
You don't need them tonight.
Guys, listen.
She's got a bargain, mate.
Who has?
She has.
I got the bargain.
No, you've got to look at fucking industrial shrimmer.
Can I just say something? I'm not going to pause it again, right? Do you know Dave's personality, right? Watching Dave now, that's exactly how my big brother is. Like, there's no difference between Dave and my big brother's personality because my big brother does markets as well. That's what he does for his living now, since he's had his knee operation and he can't decorate and stuff anymore. So he you know, he bargain hunts and does markets at the weekend. So he's a proper Dal boy. Mwah. And that's what I loved about this. It was the Dal boyness of the situation.
That ain't going in the van.
Well, what do you think I'm going to do with it? Mate, do you want to buy this? Deal of the day. Hey, give me £15.
I reckon that, see, I know where I'm selling mine to at desperate times.
No, but I've sold that and this to my mod. My mod wants it.
Today, cash.
Today, she'll send me the bank transfer.
No, cash.
How the fuck's she going to give me cash, bro? She lives in London.
No, it's cash.
So you're going to sell
How
it
the fuck are
today?
you getting that to them?
Well, how are you going to make profit on them today,
I'll
cash?
get that to them.
Well, go on then.
I'll go to a homeless man, donate 20 quid.
No, don't work like that.
I'll do it and then say, do you want to buy these? These are handy. I thought about it just in case you backed it up.
No. Excuse me, can I interest you in a strimmer? It's for charity.
You can't. He's lying. He would not.
I'm not lying, but darling, we're sending the money out to the Syrians.
He would not do anything.
Dave.
Fuck.
So here are sunglasses.
I'm not buying them.
Designer.
Bro, I do not want to buy your
Try
bullshit
them on
glasses.
them.
I'll chuck them. I'll snap
Try them on one time, look.
See, I don't like that comment, and you're going to get muted for that. Couple of ponces. Actually, I'm not going to mute because that's your opinion, but they're not ponces. This is brilliant. This is brilliant content. This is what TikTok should be about. This is content that deserves to, you know, be gifted for and everything else. It's amazing content. It's hilarious, especially with how toxic TikTok has been over the last couple of weeks. It's making us laugh. I literally was belly laughing at this morning, and not a lot has made me laugh on TikTok just lately. But I'm good. You know, if that's your opinion, that's your opinion. But please be kind in the comments, because for me, this is fucking what TikTok content should be about. Thank you for the love, McMel.
Do not want to try your cushy little sleeping bag, your 2 1923 fucking pillars, and a pair of dodgy sunglasses from fucking Turkey. Look what these cunts bought, guys. Asleep. I don't want. I don't. Once you've tried them on, you have to buy them.
No, you don't.
No, I'm alright, bro. Look, guys, I think I've got the bargain. I don't think Dan has took this serious. Dan ain't took this serious.
On now, so it doesn't really matter, does it?
Hey,
they actually chat now.
No, I'm alright.
Look.
No, look.
Hey,
you're chatting.
My guy's flying, mate. Go on,
Yeah. No, I don't want to. Alright, babe.
8 quid. 8 quid.
Get the fuck off me. I don't want Right, so.
See? Gorgeous, sexy. I'd do him. Oh my god. You're in for a fucking treat.
Hey, mate, do you want to buy a strimmer cheap? I can't get it in the truck. Do you want to buy that? Give me 15 quid, it works. You can try it now.
Thank you, Barry and Lynette.
Fit in the truck. I'm not gay, but I would personally. I think you want them for 8 quid, don't you that? Oh, yeah.
So what the fuck am I doing now? What we got to do with this stuff? No, hang on. You ain't mugging this off, yeah? The winner is who makes the most profit, yeah?
Yeah.
Right, I can sell
No, I
that.
thought it was today cash. You can't be like, I'm selling this, I'm going to transfer it.
This is right, take the cash converters.
What?
Cash converters, the strimmer will be 50 quid.
No chance
On
on that condition.
Bro, it's brand new. How does it work? Do we know if it works?
No. You think that's going to work? It's only for barber.
Oh, that's working, bud. 100% that's working. How did it start it? Wait, oh, it's got no fuel in.
It has. Oh, it's got a something. Did you not ask them to try it first?
No. What takes to a dog? Excuse me, do you want to buy a shimmer? Hey, listen, I got a nice little fan in here. It's summer, you know.
Oh, I love it. Guys, that's on Smiler backup clips, that one. Wasn't it absolutely fantastic content? It just brought the most random things. A strimmer, a fan, which I get because obviously the heat, and a fucking light. But he didn't like take into consideration the size of the strimmer compared to the van. But I'm going to be honest, and I'm going to keep it real. I think DG's boys were the best, because you got to remember they never bought blankets and pillows, and DG got a sleeping bag and pillows. So I think DG won that bargain hunt. But it's absolutely fantastic content. Love it. So we'll just do a quick poll. Who agrees that this camper van content, even though they haven't got very far and done very much, it's been hilarious? So happy face, yes. Sad face, no. Happy face, we love this content and we want to see more. Sad face, it was boring. Absolutely, yes. So, and I you know, I understand that people are going to have different opinions, because, you know, Dave and DG aren't for everybody. But for me, they've smashed the FYP this week. Even though they actually haven't done much, have they? I think they've drove about, what, 600, 700 miles? Oh, thank you, Roxy, darling. Thank you, Roxy. You've spoilt me today. Honeymoon, darling, I'm going to block you because you're a troll account. You've got one follower and you follow 7 people. Mods, do you know if you see any of these accounts that have got like 1 followers and the following, you know, 3 people? Can you take them out if they're writing anything negative, please? Because they're only in here to troll. They've got nothing nice to say. Thank you, Fair Enough and Eddie. And, yeah, so just take out them troll accounts, please. Thank you, Roxy. Big love, Roxy. Yeah, I don't want it. You know, you're not in here for anything positive. You're just here to be an absolute dickhead. I'm on... Right, okay. Victoria, inbox me on that account and let me know your page, your original page, and then we'll unblock it. We'll unblock it. And I just want to say as well, guys, right, do you know if the mods, right, they do block people, they're doing it for a reason. Not my mods aren't spiteful, you know. I always say the rules in this room, sorry for jabbering on, but we're doing a longer live today, right? The rules in this room is respect the mods, okay? If the mods have got personal problems or people are going at the moderators, they can block you, and any derogatory comments towards any other communities, you know, you will get blocked for that. So if the mods do have, you know, if you are saying anything to the mods, or, you know, the mods feel uncomfortable, they have the right to do that. Tilly Tammy, I was going to speak about that. I had it in the iPad, 2 followers, 0 following. You can see the account there. As I've seen a couple of these accounts coming in, you know, writing that in the comments. What I'm not going to do is have trolls come in, and I know where you're from and what side you're doing it from, and just to prove that I had it to talk about. And now what I'm not going to do is talk about it, okay? The video's there. All right, I was going to talk about it, but now because you're coming in and pressurising me to talk about it, I'm not going to speak about it, because I'm not having that. I'm not having people constantly coming in this chat trying, you're thinking you're making me feel awkward, all right, but you're not making me feel awkward. I was going to speak about it. Thank you, Tam. I was going to speak about it, but now because you're coming in my chat, right, because you're thinking I'm not going to speak about it when the video was there, I'm not going to speak about it. So how's about that? So if you want me to speak about stuff, don't come in my chat, and I know where you're coming from, writing stuff like that, thinking, you know, I'm avoiding speaking about situations. Okay? No, it's pissing me off, guys. It's pissing me off. When anybody does something who I'm associated with, right, they're like, oh, what's Miss Red going to say? What's Miss Red's opinion on it? Do you know what I mean? Actually, what I'm going to do, I'm going to talk about it. Okay, I will talk about it because of that comment there. What a convenience, right? Where's it gone? The comment's gone. What a convenience. Because I've had enough of it. I've had enough of you doing it. Because I know where you're coming from to put it. So what we will do is we will speak about Tam's video, okay? And Tam will also come in the box and give her opinion on the video. But any more people come in when a situation happens, all right, I'm not going to speak about the situation. So we'll do that, okay?
If I'm being extreme, I've just checked the Snapchat, doing my usual things, checking my Snap, and my niece has taken a picture inside of her school with other pupils in it. Alright, she's crossed out the faces of the other pupils, but I don't know how many times we've got to tell her about internet safety and how easily I would be able to find her. So I've come up with a plan. I've got a very good friend, Albanian friend, and I've decided the next time my sister lets her out this week, my sister's going to let me know. I'm going to track her down using her Snap, and I'm going to get my elbow mate to kidnap her. Obviously, once she's blindfolded, I'm going to put her in my car. But I want to know, is this too extreme? Or do we think that it's acceptable? Because please tell me if I'm being extreme. I've just checked the Snapchat, doing my usual things, checking my Snap, and my niece has taken a picture inside of her school with other pupils in it. Alright, she's crossed out the faces of the other pupils, but I don't know how many times we've got to tell her about internet safety and how easily I would be able to find her. So I've come up with a plan. I've got a very good friend, Albanian friend.
And just let me prove something, right, guys, right? So look at the chat now, look at the accounts, right, that are commenting. All right, look at the account, scroll down and look at the accounts that are commenting, okay? So anything that Tam does, Pearl says, Angie does, I do, anybody that's associated with this, you know, side of TikTok, it gets jumped on, okay? It gets jumped on straight away. Tammy's the worst person in the world, right? Angie's the worst person in the world. Pearl's the worst person in the world. Miss Red's the worst person in the world. It gets jumped on straight away. Did you see how the comments come in? Because the waiting for me to talk about it, the baiting to doing it, right? I know, right, that what Tam did, right, you may think it was horrendous, right? Do I think it was a little bit extreme? Absolutely, but that's what she was asking you. She was saying, do you think it's extreme? She weren't saying, I'm gonna go out and do it. She was asking, do you think it was extreme? Okay, did she word it a little bit wrong? Absolutely, but I know that Tam has gone above and beyond to protect children, okay? She used to be a peddler hunter. Okay, so you have to think about the stuff that Tam has witnessed and Tam has seen doing what she did. All right, I've told Tam, is it extreme? Yes, I give my opinion on it, do you know what I mean? But at the end of the day, people will go to any lengths to protect their children. We don't know what lengths we would go to unless we had to do it to protect those that we love. Bearing in mind that she has worked within the hunting community, so she's seen it with her own eyes. Do you get what I'm saying? But as soon as like the video got released, right? So I agree. Would I have to go to that lengths? No, because my daughters I haven't had to experience that with my daughter. But I will go to any lengths to protect my children. Do you get what I'm saying? Any lengths I will go to protect my children. But people are jumping on it and making out that she's going around kidnapping children. Do you know what I mean? So what I'll do is I'll let Tam in the box and she will give her side over on where she was coming from. Bearing in mind that you got to remember she's worked within a community that protect children and out predators. Do you get what I'm saying? So she's seen the worst of the worst. She's seen it and she didn't want anything to happen to one of her family members. You know, did she probably say the wrong thing? Yes. Was it a little bit of an extreme thought? That's what she was asking you. Is it extreme? Is it too extreme? So we'll let Tam in the box and Tam can give her side over. And now all you trolls can go about Tam. I will mute you. Hi, Tam.
Sorry, Red. Well, at least you knew it was going to happen. We did discuss it this morning.
Yeah, we was waiting for it, weren't we? As soon as I spoke about it, all the
you did say this. And I did say to Red, like, again, people, this whole bias thing that everyone keeps saying that Red is, like, these conversations do actually take place. She's always the first one to ring and say. Now, before everybody starts jumping on me, it was a hypothetical scenario, and I was being dramatic. Like, obviously, the plan was not going to be to blindfold her and put her in the back of the car. That was just me being dramatic. Yeah. I think I was trying to get across a point, and because I was laughing at the same time, but I was also really stressed. Do you know what I mean? Like, this girl has just done something even more unbelievable than what she did previously. Her phones have been taken. We've got apps on it. Like, there's all sorts of safeguarding that's been going on, and I've just been a complete idiot and just come on and said what I was thinking. Like, and it might sound extreme. Is it extreme? It's not backtracking at all. Like I said in the following videos, there's videos that followed this as well. Like, there are social experiments where children have been tested, and that's what I was really talking about. Like, I just exaggerated the whole fucking thing. Like, where you would get and everyone keeps picking up on the Albanian situation, but the reason I said Albanian is because he's got an accent, and like I've explained in the other videos, like, it's not an accent that she would recognise because she's never met him. So I said I'd come up with a plan. Like, obviously, this is where people are fucking twisting it. So because I said I've come up with a plan, people have automatically assumed that that's exactly what I'm going to go out and do, but it wasn't. It was a hypothetical conversation. And at the very beginning of the video, you can see I'm asking for parents' advice. I said straight away, I want some parents' advice. What would you do in this situation? Yeah. And it led on to conversations about social experiments, which is what I really wanted to talk about. Actually, the social experiments. How far would you go to protect your children? Would you put your children in that situation where they get led to a car? Like, the idea of it was that she walks through, would have to walk through a car park, yeah? Like most, obviously, major parks, you have car parks. So she would have to walk through this specific car park. And my mate sort of said, well, I'll just try and lead her to the car, see if she'll actually walk to the car. Now, I'm obviously going to be in the car. Yeah, so like then be like, well, why are you doing that? I've told you about strangers before and you've been led away. Like, for me, even though we've told all of the children, because my sister's kids are my kids are my sister's kids, like, we're all that close. For me, like, I would not put it past a couple of the kids, even though they've had these serious conversations and they know the repercussions of helping strangers, like, and what that could do. If my niece, for example, I would question whether someone walked up to her and said to her, I've lost a puppy, can you come and have a look in my car? Like, I think I've lost it in the car, or I've got some sweets in the car. Like, I wouldn't put it past her to try and help that person, because that's the sort of person she is. Like, I should never have said about the blindfolding and bundle bit, but obviously you can see that I'm smirking, Red. Like, you can see that I'm laughing at the same time, looking at my mate as well at the same time. Like, there was no serious intent there whatsoever. And what really, really is annoying is that then loads of people that don't like me have then rung the police and acted like I was actually going to kidnap her properly and bundle her in the thingy. There's no excuses. You can hear what I've said. You can see what I'm saying. Like, it's a hypothetical conversation. And when the police rang me, they agreed. So it really doesn't mean anything to me. We've gone past the point now where I want anyone's opinions, apart from the people that know me or friends. And I've actually had a massive email conversation with the officer that phoned me, a detective constable, by the way, not just an ordinary constable. So it's not like they're inexperienced in what these situations cause and whatever. And she sent me over a load of advice. And there is actually a SIM card, which I'm going to use this platform to tell you about now. There is a SIM card that you can get, and I can't remember the name of it. Someone did tell me earlier on in the comments the name of it, where you can actually monitor every app and every message, because half the problem is that these location apps don't monitor anything but text messages. Like, So anyway, it was a dramatic hypothetical conversation that's been twisted as usual, and my only acceptance is that I probably should have thought about what I was saying before I said it.
Yeah, but I agree, because I did message her and I said, look, I've just seen the video. My opinion is that it is extreme, but how scared, you know.
The police, I've got the emails. I can see people saying the police did not agree with it. I've got the emails from the police agreeing that they can see where I was coming from in the video. Yeah. They can see that it was not a real conversation like I was going to actually do it. It's a hypothetical conversation. And then there's people saying maybe you should have said hypothetical, but I shouldn't have to ask people to have common sense and read between the lines. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'll post, put me in the box then, and I'll post the proof now. I'll literally show the emails. It's got no issue. I even offered to send them to Red. I've got no issue doing that whatsoever. 1 second. Is this the right one? I think this might be a reply, but I can't quite tell. Hang on. The green screen isn't working. Like I said, I'm not saying that, by the way, just to clarify before this gets twisted, I am not saying that the police agreed with the scenario, right? They were obviously not going to agree if someone was really planning on kidnapping their fucking niece. Like, they would not agree with that. But what I am saying is that they agreed that they could tell the conversation was a hypothetical conversation, not a serious one. Like, why is the green screen not working?
Have you scribbled out like information, you know, like names?
Yeah, I did that last night knowing that I'd need it today. Is it going to show up? There it is. So obviously you can see the badge. I don't know if I haven't got my other phone. I can't read it out to you. Hang on. Where's my laptop? Let me just turn my laptop on and I can show you the whole conversation then. But obviously, when the police first phoned me, and I'm not joking you when I say this, I was just like, I know what it's about. It's about the kidnapping video on TikTok, isn't it? And she was like, yeah, sorry, it is. She was like, I've watched the video. I can see where you're coming from. I was like, okay, so we're all on the same lines here. You know that I'm not being serious, right? It's a hypothetical conversation. And she was like, yeah, it's not fake. How is it a fake? Anyway, she was like, yeah, we can obviously see that it's not serious, but we're getting a lot of phone calls. Could you please take the video down because of the phone calls? And also, she did reiterate that if there was plans to be doing anything like that, then obviously you would be arrested. Like, that's been confirmed now because I was emailing her right up until 12 o'clock. So I did also say in there, as you can hear, the next time she's out, we're going to see if we can track her through Snapchat. Yeah, I did say that because I want to know how accurate Snapchat is and whether you can find someone just by their location on Snapchat. So I don't actually understand the problem with that. Like, let me just I'm turning my laptop on and then I can read the emails out to you. Right. Come on, log in. Sorry, I'm just logging in. 1 sec.
Come on, Sam. Do you want to have a bit of time to sort it out and then come back?
No, I mean, I'm just finding the email. I'm into the thingy now, it's just come up. Am I in the right email here? What the fuck's going on here?
Because we didn't plan on putting these, or you did ask me if you could send them to.
Because I knew straight away the way it was going to be spun, so
yeah.
Right, here we go. Let me flip the camera.
Be careful, don't dox anything, Tam, please.
No, oh shit, yeah, that's the only problem. It's got a thing at the top. Shall I just read it out?
Yeah, so who's this email from and to?
It's from a DC. in Kent Police.
Yeah.
It was so the DC. Basically, I received a phone call while I was on live talking about it and explaining it. Yeah. So we can't see the top. Actually, she can. Reg, you did say I could block anyone, didn't you?
Yeah.
For any reason. Yeah. Okay. I know you'll all agree with this. So, 1 second. You can go. See you later. Yeah, how am I going to do this? Like, shall I read it out? Because it has got the DC's thingy. But like I said, it's the same woman that rang me, and she said, social media is half the problem. You cannot say anything on social media without... It was the choice of words, exactly that. And you can go as well, Torian. You can go. Because you're using this situation as a reason or an excuse to abuse my children. Like, I've seen the videos, so you can piss off. Hang on, I'm just blocking Torian. So, yeah, I'm going to read out the email, I think, rather than show the whole thing, because at the top, let me just flip it and then I can cover it at the same time. At the top, it's got her email address and mine.
Okay.
How do I flip the camera again? Oh, yeah.
For people asking why the troll accounts, guys, have got like 1 follower, they're following 7 people. So them accounts are getting taken out.
Has it gone? Can you see? I can't even see the bloody screen now. How do I? Oh, there we go. Right.
Just read it out, Tam.
So these are the emails, yeah.
You're not doxing anything, are you, Tam?
No, that's why I'm covering it. You can. That's where the bit I'm covering is the officer's badge number and whatever. That's the email. So let me click on it. Now, bearing in mind, whoever called the police, exposed, and Unicorn and all your people, comment Kath, like they were making out like it was actually going to be done by like the Albanian mafia and all shit like this, trying to make it sound worse than what it was. Now, when I was talking about it being, let me just turn this camera back round. When I spoke about my friend, like I said, me and my sister, we've grown up with all the same people. Now, my friend is Albanian, and like I said in the video, my niece does not know him, even though I've known him for 5 years. My kids know him, whatever. He's got an accent that she would not recognise. So if anyone was to approach her and we was going to do this social experiment, like, Torian is a troll. Torian abused my kids, so she can piss off, basically. And yeah, if anyone was going to approach her and get away with it, it would have been him, because she wouldn't have recognised his accent. Now, whoever phoned in, from what the police have said, yeah, this is the police, and you can all ring Kent Police if you like. Ring them. I was on live when they called me. So, according to the police, people have rung in and basically made out like I was going to drag her from the park and basically tie her up and actually kidnap her and drive her around. That's not what was going to happen, and that's not what we were talking about at all. Like I said, it was a hypothetical conversation, and that could be told by the very beginning of the video, me asking for help, like, how do we go? It was a social experiments happen all the time. Just YouTube it. So anyway, I have attached some of the information for you to pass on to your sister and niece. I would still advise that the videos take down to prevent any further calls to police. The people may even report the video to TikTok, which will result in your account being deleted. So there's the actual proof. The police wanted the video down because too many people kept ringing in. So as I said on the phone, in the way that it's come across, it's not okay for somebody to kidnap your niece. It is likely that you would end up, you would get arrested, and whoever helps you would also be arrested. I know that it was all being planned as a social experiment with mum's permission, but this is likely to be an offence and may not have the results that you wish. I know that the idea is to scare your niece into not sharing information online. However, even a kidnap is likely to have a significant impact on our mental health. However, I do understand that the video was not meant in this way. When speaking with children, we provide the following safety advice, and then it's all the safety advice, the name of the SIM card, and my response. I'll read now. Hang on. My response, yes, of course, don't worry, nothing like that is going to happen. It's all been blown out of proportion, like I said on the phone, and you can see that by the video. The video was taken down, and I have followed up with what's happened in regards to wasting police time. No one was getting kidnapped. It was a bad choice of words. Sorry again, and thank you for the advice. A lot of good has come out of it, and I've got evidence of I can't name these people. Hang on, let me click on it so I can see the rest. Right, a lot of good has come out of it. Can't read that bit. I've got a lot of evidence on said people initiating people to contact the police to say it was serious. Most people have the common sense enough to know that the video was never meant to be serious. I'm stupid for thinking that I'd get half sensible advice about the drama, and that is all I'm guilty of. All I'm guilty of is having a bit of a on TikTok and people taking it out of proportion. Like, again, short shock was another thing that I said quite patently, that I agree with short shocks, and I do think that the SIM card, people want to know what the SIM card is. And I do think that some children need short shocks. Obviously, blindfolding a child and putting her in the back of the car, we're not talking about a child either. We're talking about a preteen that thinks that they know it all. Like, and my point was, how do we go around this then? How do we go around it? But everybody's skipped round that bit and just focused on the fact that my friend's Albanian, and focused on the fact that I've said that I'm going to bund her in the car with a blindfold on.
So basically, you feel like, obviously, when I seen it, and you know, I messaged you and I said, you know, would I go?
Sorry, yeah.
What did you say, Tom?
Do you know what, Buff? I begrudge even saying it because it's just going to be twisted yet again. But you do understand that this was not a serious kidnap, yeah? It's not a serious kidnap, and unless you are actually going to tie a child up and put them in the back of your car, blindfolded, like, you're not going to cause a trauma. The minute she would have got over to the car, we were going to be there, obviously. Myself, her mother. Like...
So, obviously, because you said, what are your thoughts on this? Do you think...
Yeah, basically, yeah. Because I've said that.
So, you was asking people, what do they think? Do you think it's too extreme?
I did follow-up videos as well. I mean, I don't think everyone wants to be bored with all the follow-up videos, but there was quite a big conversation with it. And I'm to be honest with you, if your children are wrapped up in cotton wool, that's up to you. Like, some children don't seem to respond or understand or think they know it all, to the point that I've even told her about situations that I've been involved in as a child, and like, you know.
Because we spoke about this morning, didn't we? Like, we had a conversation on the phone, and obviously I know about your hunting past, and I know about some of the cases that you've worked on, and you know, we've spoke about quite a lot. So with you seeing what you've seen with what you've done, in a sense of, you know, the predators that you've caught and the evidence that you've seen, the effects that it must have on you. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, you felt like...
Yeah, it's not easy. It's not an easy... It's left me with a couple of conditions, but again, I'm not going to get into that, because if we get into the conditions and people are going to be like, oh, she's gaslighting everybody to make them believe her story. At the end of the day, I've seen a lot of things that probably most people will never see in their lifetime because of the hunting, and that gives me and my sister, because she knows all of what I've seen, basically. Obviously, she's like my best friend. She knows everything. Like, that gives me a lot of anxiety when it comes to children. Yesterday, I was just completely upset that, yet again, there's another position that she's in where she could have ended up having some serious consequences. And I don't think it's unreasonable as a person, as a human being, to have a thought process and ask whether it's extreme to have those thought processes. Yes, the thought process might be extreme to some, but you don't know what I've seen. Do you know what I mean? You don't know what I've witnessed. And all it was, for me, was a bad choice of words. You can see me laughing in the video. Like, It's just, and this is what TikTok and even the police officers did say to me as well. Social media is a massive problem, and it is because people take it too seriously. There was never serious intent there to start going to put this plan into action. All right, I did say I'd come up with a plan, but like I've had this conversation in a certain group of chats about a year ago. And it was kicked off then. So people already know that I've had this conversation, that I've seen these social experiments. And I do still ask the question, do people think that social experiments are a good idea or not? If your child is consistently going out there and putting themselves in danger, how far do you go? How far do you go to teach them that lesson? Because if for taking the devices doesn't work, grounding doesn't work, conversations aren't working, then what do you do? What do you do? And that was the whole point of the video. Like, I did say I was going to track her down, and that was I am serious about at least knowing when she's going out, so I can see if I can get an accurate location of where she is and find her. But obviously at no time am I going to put a blindfold on her and put her in the back of the car. That was just a bad choice of words. It was a bad thing. I should not have said it. But I was thinking out loud in frustration. Like, it is what it is. I can't keep pandering to everyone's feelings, Red, when I've seen some of the most horrific things you'll ever experience in your life. And this is why I'm so thingy about it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I get it. I do get it. And like I was saying, like everyone asking me in the comments, I'm
not even reading the comments. I've taken my glasses off, so I can't read them there. I can't be upset by them.
For me personally, it's extreme. I've never had to go to that level. Yeah, I've never had to.
Extreme. I know that. I understand that.
Yeah. So I've never had to go to them lengths because when mine were little, there weren't all the bloody trackers, and I never had them concerns. But for
fingers crossed with my two, I haven't yet, Red. Like, so, luckily, but you just don't. My niece is so. I said to you this morning, didn't I, about the homeless people? Yeah. Like, she is so caring that even though she knows all these dangers existed, she believes that that she's a woman enough to protect herself, and it's just not the case. Like, I should never have said it. I should never have had a conversation on TikTok about it. But I didn't think it was going to spin out of control where people would actually think that I was going to go out and kidnap. Kidnap was probably the wrong word to use. Like, I think when you say kidnap, people automatically assume or think you're going to take someone and lock them up. And I get that. That's where I fucked up. Like, obviously, kidnap was not serious for me. It wasn't serious for me, and we would never have moved anywhere. Like, you've seen the social experiments and how they roll. Like, it's not like that. The male would or female, because there are couples that do it as well. I've seen a couple. I was watching a few of them last night, and there are like couples would walk up and offer sweets and stuff like that. And because there's two of them, the child would think it's safe and then get led away. Like, you don't, this is what I'm saying, you don't have to pull up on a child and bundle it into a car to kidnap it. Like, it was just a bad example. It was a bad example that I was setting, and I own that shit, and I apologise for it. But what I won't apologise for is talking hypothetically. Like, I should never have come out with the words that I did, but, you know, stress of the moment, heat of the moment, whatever. Like, people can take it how they want to take it at the end of the day. I can't stop that. And I'm not going to spend the rest of this week doing it, Red.
Yeah, okay. And that's why we've done it here this morning. Obviously, you know, we're going to speak about it because it's on F1. Yeah. And, you know, I'm not going to, you know, avoid situations, you know, because...
No, you said that this morning, and I told you I wouldn't ask you to either. It's like, at the end of the day...
At all, you never asked me to.
Exactly.
Yeah, so obviously, you know, this is why we've done it here today. Should we get people in the boxes and talk?
Yeah, if you want to. Like I said, I've gone past the point now where I actually give a toss because of the way that it's gone about it. If people wanted to make their point without attacking, it'd be a different story, but they haven't. So, you know, now I'm past the point where I give a shit about people's opinions about the situation. All I care about is the police know that it wasn't a serious, you know, situation. There was nothing serious to come out of it. So, you know, it's the end of story for me.
Mods, can you put people in the boxes, please?
I'm not reading the comments, so anyone that's reading that's trying to, because I'm getting messages as well from the mods. Don't worry, mods, I'm not actually reading the comments. So, like, people can say what they want to say. People rant on here all the time about their children. You know, it is what it is.
Yeah. it's a case of what lengths do you go to?
That's what I was trying to get at, but I just didn't come out with the right way. You know, it is what it is.
Sorry, guys, I've got nobody in the room that's going to help, that can put people in boxes. There's only 3 people with the power.
I don't think I have.
Yeah, I took it off everybody because the box is becoming mad.
It's the best way.
I'm just picking people in randomly, guys. I'm not like, I don't know who's joining. I don't know who's who. But yeah, we can have a discussion about it. Do you think it was extreme? What lengths would you go to protect your children?
Well, I'm here. I'll be right back.
Sorry, can I just talk to Tammy just quickly, please?
Can you just give me 2 seconds?
I'm at work, you see.
Excuse me, sorry. I've just walked away from the phone. I didn't want you to think I was being rude by not listening. Just give me 2 seconds so you can speak other than that.
Okay, done. It's not that, I'm at work, you see, so I was just popping in quickly.
Right, sorry, go on. I have to keep checking on my dog because my dog's
I have spoke to you before, Tammy, off the app.
Yep.
Now, I had a situation a couple of months ago. My husband went out for the night. The kids had gone to bed, so I've got a 16-year-old, a 17 and an 8. So the kids were all in bed anyway. At 12:30 at night, bang, bang, bang on the door. So I looked out my bedroom window and I said hello, and it was a lady with a car full of young men. And I said, hello, can I help? And she said, is Luke in? Now, that's my son's name. I said, yeah, he's in bed. She said, he's took my child. I said, what do you mean he's took your child? She says, there's a girl in your house. She goes, I'm not leaving until I get my girl from your house. I said, there's nobody in my house. So anyway, I came downstairs, I got my lad out, and they'd been on Snapchat and got the location to my house where her daughter was. Anyway, having a massive argument outside, and I was like, my son, there is no child in my house. So I said, when the police come, you know, you're quite welcome to come and search my house for your child, but my son doesn't have your child. He says that he'd been to the cinema in the day and took her child. Anyway, this went on for about an hour. So all the neighbours were out. She was saying that he was sending photos to her daughter. Now, I had my son there. He was showing the lads in the car his phone. He was saying, it's not me. So she rang the police and said, look, I need you here. My child's been kidnapped. That was the word. My child's been kidnapped and she's in this house. Still no police come. About 2 or 3 hours it was. No police come. And, Alfie's just put a comment in the comments. Ignore that. Anyway, after all, the Snapchat was actually in a total different location. This family, when I found out, I said, there's no other children in this road. They literally went to the house across the road, knocked on the door. The daughter come down the stairs, they get in the car. They didn't even say sorry to my lad. And we had to have the police out to confirm that.
Jenny, sorry, can I just interrupt you for a minute?
Yeah.
Right, I'm literally going to take over this chat in a minute. Can you stop being so bloody rude to everybody?
Sorry, I'm not watching the trial.
No, I know you're not. That's why I'm thinking, because people keep tagging me. So I put my glasses back on. Sorry, Jenny, and please ignore everyone in the comments. Like, I'm not going to attack anyone for anyone coming here and telling me off. Like, I deserve to be told off. I should not have said it, but carry on, Jenny. Sorry.
Yeah, so it's just to say really that the locations aren't 100%. As I knew, I knew nobody was in my property. My lad hadn't been out all day. So I agree. What you said was probably shouldn't have been said on TikTok, but I think a lot of people will understand.
They took it quite literally, Jenny. Do you know what I mean? I hope you do all understand. And I think the biggest guilt, the thing that I do feel guilty for is, I'm not going to talk about who it was, but a couple of my friends have gone through some situations where kidnap was quite relevant, yeah, and I would never have wanted to upset people that have actually been through those traumas. And yeah, if you've been through something like that, then it's going to be traumatic. Obviously, I'm not a fucking idiot. I'm not going to terrorise my own niece. Like, that's not how or what I was trying to get across. Like, yes, I wanted to short, sharp shock her, but. And I understand that the thought process, I am an extreme person. I'm either one end or the other. But it was a hypothetical conversation. I wasn't being for real. Do you know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah.
Hi, Carla.
I understand. I probably... But my kids don't really go out, so I haven't got to worry. But
sorry, Jenny, darling. Can I hear from Carla? Because hi, Carla.
Hiya, Tam. It was just that you didn't put it across as being hypothetical. I didn't say it was hypothetical. Plus, you were asking for people's opinions and turned your comments off. So how can you have an opinion?
I did not turn the comments off, Carla, and that's the other thing that's been pushed, and this is what I mean about social media. Like, that was said, Carla is right, that was said that my comments had been turned off. They never got turned off. Why would I ask for an opinion and then turn off my comments? But again, people that are supposed to be friends of mine or know me actually started saying this shit on post, but I can prove that at no time my comments turned off.
I tried to comment.
So there's been several people that have said that they were, but I'm sorry, there were other people that have commented, and I've had no notifications of any comments. So
I tried to comment, and there was no comments. And the other thing I didn't agree with, if I was talking about my mate, and I just said, "Oh, I'm going to do this with my mate," I wouldn't say me black mate, me brown mate, me Albanian mate. It'd just be me mate. I didn't understand where the Albanian come into it neither.
Well, that's just how I said it. Like I said, Albanian, for me, I was talking about his accent. Like, it could have been Scottish, and I still would have said my Scottish mate's got an accent. Like,
but you can understand why people...
No, because again, Carla, I'm sorry, but this is where snowflake culture comes in. You can't just sit there and pick up on word for word on what someone's saying and take it quite literally. Like,
snowflake culture, you're threatening to...
It is snowflake culture.
Whether it be a shock or not.
Listen, when you sit there on a daily basis and analyse every single word that someone says, it's snowflake culture.
Snowflake culture when you're threatening to kidnap your niece.
I didn't threaten to kidnap my niece. I didn't threaten to kidnap my niece, and the police don't agree with you, Carla. Is that all you got to say?
No, you did threaten it.
No, but I didn't know. The police have watched the video.
No, but you did. That's what you said.
But the police have watched the video, so you're saying that you know more than the police do?
I'm just saying what you said on the live.
Yeah, I didn't threaten to kidnap my niece. I had a hypothetical conversation whilst ranting on Facebook and TikTok.
And put it in the car.
Okay, well, I don't agree with you.
Then I'll show her.
Okay, well, I don't agree with you. That's fine. I don't agree with you.
That's what you said.
I don't agree with you.
Or not. You said
I don't agree with you, and the police don't agree with you.
You couldn't give an opinion.
I don't agree with you, and the police don't agree with you.
I'm not interested. I'm just saying.
Okay, well, I'm not interested either. Thanks very much. Have a nice day. Who's next?
Yeah, but see what I mean? You're all right giving it out, but you can't take it, can you? You don't.
I've got nothing else to say to you. The police don't agree with you. The police don't agree with you. No, listen, the police don't agree with you.
Carla, sweetheart, I don't want it to be a slang.
No, but Miss Red, if she's
okay, but the police don't agree with you, so they watched the video and they've got common sense, clearly. You know, the police have got common sense, don't know me from Adam, so...
Tam, this isn't your room. This is Miss Red's room. Honest to God, this is Miss Red's room, and you are running
one of the
this room.
that trolls me quite a lot. Can we get rid of that?
You're running the room. Like I'm trying to speak. And
no,
you're
I don't want to
running
speak
the room.
to you because you constantly slag me off everywhere. I don't want to speak to you.
Dexter, darling, obviously because this situation is,
no, I get misread. I do get that, but what I'm saying is,
she's not controlling anything. It's just that this is.
Yeah, because she's like anybody that comes up, she's like, I don't agree with you. Bye, get out.
Well, that's my right, though. It's my right to say that I don't agree with you, and I don't agree. At first, I was going to let everybody manipulate the situation and twist it to whatever that suited them.
But I didn't come up here to manipulate the situation, Tam.
At the end of the day, a police officer has watched the video and does not agree that I was.
Do you let anybody speak?
To kidnap my niece.
Do you ever let anybody speak? Like I've not come up to manipulate a situation. I've come up to say, in that video, you did not say hypothetical. You asked for
I don't need to say hypothetical. It's not my problem if you're not intelligent enough to read between the lines. That's your problem,
there's no need to be absolutely rude. What is the matter?
I'm going to continue to be rude because that's how I've been treated. So
I'm not treating you rude, but I'm just saying in your video
like
you never
the
say
police don't agree with
hypothetical.
you. I don't agree with you. So it's a pointless conversation. If you'd like to talk to me about how it made you feel, then I'm willing to listen. But other than that,
But you didn't say, that's why I'm saying that in that video, like, you don't say hypothetical.
Oh, okay. So if people say things all the time that are hypothetical, it does not mean to say that they're going to do it, does it? That's not a reasonable explanation, is it?
But you asked for people's opinions on it.
No, I've clearly said several times that because of the attacks, that I'm not interested in the.
No, but in the video, like when you were on it, like you said you were wanting parents' opinions.
Yeah, well, I said a lot of things, didn't I? I said a lot of things. So what's your point?
So, Jackster, what's your opinion on it? Like I said, I don't want all this to be a screaming slang.
I'm not here to gang up on. Like, I'm not here to gang up on Tam, but again, like, there's no need for it to be rude. But my opinion on it,
I'm rude to you because of how you are towards me and how you've been towards me.
I can't speak, so she's not him. So
commenting and bullying and joining in on
let me speak. That's what I mean. Nobody can, you know, we're coming up to say our opinions, but we can't get a word in.
No, because Jackster, when you run around trolling the way that you do, why am I going to sit here and respect anything you've got to say?
Yeah, I beg your pardon, Tam.
Are you saying that you've never spoken me? No,
never.
You're a liar.
I do not know you, Tam. I have never spoken about you.
You are a liar.
How am I a liar?
Okay, so listen, you carry on, but I'll just prove it later.
Listen, I only come in this bedroom and go into PG. I don't go in, I go into Angie sometime. I never troll you, Tam, ever. You do not know me. You do not know me. I have never said anything about you.
What's your opinion?
I just think it was absolutely extreme, like, to speak like that. So, you know, like, the way...
Did I not say that in the video? Did I not say it was extreme?
Ms. Red, I'm being cut off. Like, I can't even say my opinion.
And then you go after. So you thought the video was extreme. Tam's video. Do you think I'm being extreme? Yes.
Exactly.
And you even said that you felt it was extreme, and we're entitled to. Yeah, and we're entitled to our opinions, and you know, I never once have spoke about Tam. I don't know her. I don't know what she's done. I just seen the video. I can actually tell you I am never a troll. I don't
I've
troll
seen
anybody.
you doing it, Jackster. I have physically seen you do it. I know the regulars. I've seen you doing it.
Right,
and every time one of you says I haven't done it, I'll prove it.
Can you please pull up the proof then? Because I can guarantee
don't you worry. I will put
there's nothing ever against my name with being a troll. I only go in DG's room and I go in Miss Red's room and sometimes Angie's room. I do not troll anybody on this app because I have been bullied through school and I just wouldn't do it. I have never, if you can find proof and tag me in it, please do so because I can guarantee you, Tam.
The only thing I will say, Jackster, is there is a possibility that somebody else has the same name, but I'm telling you that a profile called Jackster regularly says bad things about me. And if
I have never, Tam, I'm telling you from my heart, I'm telling you from my heart, I have never once mentioned you, said anything bad, trolled you. I am not that type of person. I do not do that stuff. It is not my, it's not in myself to do something like that. So if somebody's got the same name as me that's doing that to you, that is category. I'm telling you that is not me. But it's the
profile picture as well that goes along with it. Like, I recognise both the name and the profile picture. Like,
it's not me.
It seems unbelievable that two people have got the same profile picture and same name. But like I said, if it isn't you, then I'll apologise, and that is the reason that I've had an attitude with you. Like,
I can guarantee you, Tam, it's not me.
I understand that the video was extreme, and I said that.
Sorry, Tam. Jackson, do you accept Tam's apology?
If Tam properly apologise, because honestly, I have never mentioned Tam. I don't know anything about Tam. The only video I seen was that video that was posted and then took that was it. I have never seen you anywhere else, Tam. Honest to God, I have never trolled you in my life. I've been on this app for nearly 2 years and I follow DG and come into Miss Red's room. That's it. Sometimes Angie's room I sit in there if I'm, because I'm housebound and I can be quite lonely. I do not troll nobody on this app, so that is not me. And I am telling you that from my heart.
I actually think I believe you, but I swear to you, on my children, I have got an account that's called Jackstar with a very similar profile picture to yours that has said a lot of bad shit. And if you want me to, I'm quite happy to message you and show you that account.
Yes, please do so, Tam.
Because that's the reason that I had an attitude with you straight away and why my back's up. So I do apologise.
No, that's fine. I accept your apology, but I can tell you I have never done that.
Does anyone actually understand what gaslighting means? Because I'm not saying that I haven't done anything wrong. That's when you're gaslighting someone. When you say that you haven't done anything wrong and you put the blame on someone else. I've said that the video was extreme. And I said it in the video that the thought process is extreme. But the whole point of the video was to ask for advice. It was a hypothetical thing. It really was.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
I can't make people believe that.
So you said that you found what Tam said very extreme. So you worked it out that Tam's going to send you some messages.
Yeah, and she said, if you want anything me with the message, honest to God, please inbox me.
No, 100% I will, because I don't want you thinking that I'm starting on you for no reason.
On that, okay? Tam's apologised. She's going to send it over.
Thank you.
Let's have an adult conversation now, everybody. I don't want arguing. So you think it was extreme, okay? Tam said that she thought the video was extreme herself, and she's apologised for it.
Yeah.
I literally said it on the video, didn't I, Red? It's there. Like, I literally said it's an extreme thought process, but I'm trying to... How can you make people understand that you have these thought processes, the extreme thought process, for a reason? Like, generalised anxiety disorder is a real thing, yeah? And sometimes, like people that know me very well have said, sometimes I don't express myself the way that, I guess, in brackets, normal people would express themselves. But in no way was I actually seriously considering blindfolding, and this is the problem. This is where I should have shut my fucking mouth.
I agree.
At no time was I considering, and I don't know how can I make anyone see that, like, other than look at my face? At no time was I seriously considering it. I was having a thought process and I was saying it out loud. Like, and I said in the video, it's extreme. I just assumed that people would be able to read between the lines. My bad. Do you know what I mean? What can I do? I can't make people understand that.
Right, who's going to go next, guys? Does everybody want to unmute? Hi, Ange.
Oh, yeah. I don't know if... Am I next?
Well, everybody can speak. Who wants to speak? Come on.
I think Amy might have been next, to be fair. I think
I'll wait. Yeah, hi. Can you hear me?
Hi, Nana.
Hi. Morning, Tam.
Morning.
I do really think you are a lovely person. I honestly do.
I'm starting to question that this morning, I'm not going to lie.
No, honestly, but I do understand where you're coming from, and there is a but.
Yeah,
because you've done so much good for others and you've seen it, I understand that. But for people like myself and Miss Red, people that have gone through certain things like that, I protected my daughter, as in I kept her in. But then I messed her up because I did that and I went to them lengths.
Right, this is the thing, yeah.
And I understand that, but what I'm trying to say to you is, Tam, by you coming on and saying that, it does sound really bad. And I know what you're saying.
I agree.
Critical. I understand that too, but...
I do agree, Nana.
I just wish you'd never said it, because as much as we want to protect our kids from everything in the world, we just can't.
Yeah, well, that was, I mean, then this is what I mean. I don't mind, and again, I feel really bad for Jackson now, because if I have got it wrong, I'm going to absolutely just berate myself. Like, but I don't mind people coming on and talking to me like this. It's definitely the way that I'm approached. Like, I should not have done it. I should not have said it, but it was a thought process, and I was venting on TikTok. Like, and I did say I've come up with a plan, but obviously I'm thinking social bloody experiments wise. Like, I've never seen anyone do a social experiment and actually physically kidnap the child, and that's where it's been twisted for me.
No, I know, but because you have said that,
I know
it was hypothetical. People are going to have an opinion on that. Same as if someone had said it, you would have an opinion on that as well.
Yeah,
so
that's so true. I can't even argue with that, because it is true.
If you know yourself that people are going to have an opinion, then you're going to get the people that don't like you and try and spread it everywhere. And you can see that clearly. But I genuinely think you are a nice person, I think you was trying to think of something to protect your niece, but you have got to go about it a different way. That's all I'm trying to say.
No, 100%, I agree with you. And this is the conversation that I was trying to have. And people keep saying I'm a liar for turning off comments. I swear to God, I did not turn those comments off.
No, but that
I don't even know how to turn the comments off.
But when I went to comment and said, "Oh, Tam, don't say that," it won't let me comment. But
is that because people are reporting it? Because I swear to you, you're not the first person to say that either.
That you'd already took it down, so no one could comment on it no more. Or people was reporting it. So
I screenshotted it. Look, I actually screenshotted it when someone accused me of saying I screenshotted it.
For me not to believe that it was up there, but I'm just letting you know, when I tried to comment, it did do the same to me. But like you just said, it could have been a number of things why people couldn't comment. But anyway, I just wanted to say you're a lovely woman. But when you think of these hypothetical things, keep them up there, Tam.
Yeah, you're right.
Get the haters coming for you, right? Yeah,
you are all right, and I know that there's people that are going to be angry with me, and that's fine. And I've been told off.
I'm not angry with you. I just think keep them up there, because people that don't like you are going to come for you. You can say the silliest things, and they're going to come for you.
Yeah.
They're so.
Anyway, take care of yourself.
I'm an idiot. I do. I totally agree with you. I totally agree with all of you. I know that everyone's going to be upset about it, but I'm not sitting here lying, saying that I was actually going to do it. Like, it was a hypothetical conversation. It really was. Like, I was asking for help. That was the main point of the video. I am a bit of a joker, and I do fucking wind people up, and I do act dramatic. Everyone knows that I'm a drama queen.
But I do believe you, because you've done so much good for others all the time. What I'm saying is the haters are going to come for you and spread it everywhere, because anything could have come out of your mouth. But because that was extreme, now they are coming for you.
Do you know what it is? And this goes to everyone in the box, and you can correct me if you think I'm wrong. I just feel like everyone takes it to the extreme all the time. No one can say anything or ask anything without people jumping all over you. Like, there was just no need for it.
You should know that better than others, though.
I know.
You should know that.
I know.
Right, well, you have a lovely afternoon. Thanks, Miss Red.
Thank you, Justin, darling. Bye, love. Bye,
thanks, Hannah.
Hiya, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you, love.
Miss Red, I can jump down to let somebody else in your box as well.
Jack, I'm going to follow you quickly before you go, otherwise I'm going to forget. I'll message you straight after.
Yeah, please do, Tam, because honestly, I guarantee you put a hand in my heart. I've never trolled you at all.
Even
ever.
down to the profile picture, it might just be
definitely not me, but if you message me, that would be good, because honestly, it's not me. I don't want to go on, but it's 100%. I'm telling you, hand in my heart, it's not me. I do not troll on this app whatsoever, because I've been in that place and it's not nice. So I would never do that to anybody. And I don't like that being against my name. If somebody's got the same profile photo and similar same name, I can guarantee you it's not me, Tam. So if you just message me, honestly. Please.
Yeah, no, I'll message you. I'm so sorry. I didn't. I literally. I went on defence before I'd even given you a chance.
Yeah, and thank you for explaining that it was because your back was up because something similar.
I'm only human. I'm not perfect. I keep trying to say this to people. I'm just not perfect. Like,
okay,
I am what I am.
I'll drop down.
Darling, thank you.
I'll message you straight away, Jackster. Sorry.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Okay, thank you, Jackster. I think Amy was next. The chat's saying, "Hi, Amy."
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes, Amy.
We can.
Can I just ask one thing before I speak? That Tam doesn't interrupt, and I'm not here to attack her in any way, but the interrupting is really frustrating.
I'll mute.
Thank you.
Tam's going to mute. There you go,
Thank you. For me, hearing it is such a wild thing to hear. Even in a hypothetical situation, it just seems just such an extreme thing to say, even to your friends privately, and then to come on a public platform and say it, and say that you want an opinion on what you're saying, but then when people give the opinion and they don't agree, you have such a visceral reaction to it that they don't agree with it. Okay. And then it just, I'm not buying the hypothetical thing either. I think the hypothetical thing has come out because of the reaction to it. And I think, Miss Red, as well, if someone who wasn't your friend had said something similar, you would be having a different reaction to it as well.
Amy, can I just say, I actually agree that it was too extreme. I said that.
I get that you've said that, but when I say you'd have a different reaction, I feel like you would be more vigorous, more het up, more sort of vocal, and you may have done that privately. I don't know. That's between you.
I've spoken to Tom privately. I've spoken.
I just think sometimes when things like this happen with friends and you've got this platform, there is a bit of a different reaction to things. But again, that's your platform, and I guess you get to. Yeah,
so like I've said to Tam what I've needed to say to Tam. Like I agree with the whole thing, it was extreme. But I don't know Tam's niece. I don't know, the situation. Like as soon as I seen the video, I messaged her and said I do think the video is extreme. So yeah, and I told Tam we're going to be speaking about it today. Come on, and have your say, and we'll get people in the box and things like that. So I didn't have to speak about it, but I chose to. So
yeah, I get that you don't have to do anything. Like I keep saying, it's your platform. You can do what you want with it. And I just think as well, the fact that Tam is able to block or mute or whatever when this type of thing is happening, I don't think that's very fair. Like I get trolls, you can tell the trolls, but the likes of Torian being blocked, that's a personal situation between them two. That's not
so Amy, do you think it's right what Torian said about my children and joined in on in regards to my heritage? Do you think that's okay? Because if I'm not okay with having a hypothetical situation, and then I've got to sit here after Torian and her friends yesterday, and I haven't got the notebook to hand, but basically what was said was that I should not have pulled up. How can I pull up someone like Torian for saying what he said about people's mums, my children, and other things to do with my heritage? So everyone's allowed to do that, basically, is what was said. And again, I've got the video if I need to play it.
All I will say on that is I don't agree with anyone saying anything about children. I think it's unacceptable for anyone to bring anyone's children up. Unfortunately, you and Torian have got a personal situation, but I don't think it needs to be dragged into someone else's platform. That's all I'm saying. I don't think.
So, Amy, if I could respond to that. So, I've only got two rules where modding's concerned, and like if Team Red will vouch for this. Like who's in here every day. My only rules are with mods. If there's mods in here that feel uncomfortable with anybody in the chat, okay, if they feel like something's directed at them, they have the right to mute or block, okay? And the only other room is block people that are derogatory towards any community. They are my only two rules, okay? So I've got mods that have had problems with people. The people have come in and they've blocked the people that they have problems with. So Team Reds, mods, is that something that I've always stood by? It's down to people who mods. If you've got a problem with somebody or, you're having beef, and if you feel uncomfortable with them in the room, you are here doing me a favour. Take that upon yourself to do what you want, or block anything directed at any community. So that is my only rules for modding, Amy.
Again, it's your room and you do what you want with it. My opinion is, if you've got mods and they've got personal situations with people, I just don't think it should be their decision to do that. But that's my opinion. Doesn't mean you have to, if mine's right and yours is wrong.
Yeah, and I'll stick by that. My mods are in here doing me a favour. I don't, Elena has it in writing, I don't pay them. They're here free will, they don't get a penny. So my job is to make sure that my mods are comfortable. If people don't like that, then there's nothing I can do about it, but they're in here helping me,
And I get that.
I have to, in return, make sure that they're okay.
Helping out a creator, that's what they're there for. And each creator can create their own rules. And that's up to their personal choice. My personal opinion is I don't agree with it, and that's just what it is. But the Tam situation... I just think it's so wild, and it's just, and if I'm honest, I've heard Tam say other wild things before, and I just can't quite get my head around.
Exactly. So you've heard me say wild things before, but those wild things have never taken place, right?
No, I know, Tam. I'm not saying they have. I'm just saying, in my opinion, the stuff.
But you said that you didn't believe that it was a hypothetical conversation, so you actually believe that I was going to go take my friend who has an accent to my niece, get her to be dragged out of a park, blindfolded and bundled into a car. Does that sound realistic to you?
I genuinely think you had that thought in your mind as an idea to do it, yeah.
But that wasn't the question. The question is, do you believe that that's a realistic situation that I was going to conduct that?
Yes, I do.
Then you're a fool.
That's
quite
fine.
blatantly.
You can have your opinion, but
Well,
I think
that
you're
is my
foolish
opinion. You're a
for
fool.
having that type of conversation
You're
on a public
absolute fool.
platform and
Do you-
not
do
expecting
you think
people
that
to have
people-
some kind of reaction to it. It's insane.
So do you think that do you actually do you know what, I'm not even going to get into this conversation. I actually think it's ridiculous that people will literally believe anything and everything they hear on TikTok and think it's a real situation. It was a hypothetical situation. I was actually asking for advice. Did you actually listen to the whole thing?
And then when you got the advice you didn't like, you started having one of your visceral reactions to it and start lashing out.
Lashing out to who? Who did I lash out at?
You start having angry videos. You start having angry rants about things.
No, I didn't.
You
I can play the video right now. So why are you lying? You're actually lying.
For an opinion on a
Do you want me
public
to play the
platform.
videos? I'll
what
play
are
the
you
videos.
expecting? And then when you don't get the opinions back that you want, that's when all this happens.
But you just lied, because straight after the first video, I did other videos. So you obviously didn't watch all the other videos, and you obviously didn't see the videos that weren't ranty, because if you did, you'd know that straight after the first video was the second, third and fourth video.
I'm not sure that makes any difference. You said what you said and you meant what you meant.
Did I? Did I mean it? Because you know me, right?
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. It's your opinion. But please don't agree with you.
That's fine.
Okay.
Okay.
Thanks, Miss Red.
And
Thank
can I
you.
just suggest go to Tom's page and watch the videos?
Yeah.
Sure.
The only video that's missing is the original one, because the police asked me to take it down for obvious reasons, like I've just read out the email. But I do have the video if you want to see it, so...
I did play the video. Did you see the video that I played, Amy?
Yeah,
I don't think it was all there, actually.
I've seen the videos. I haven't watched, I think, maybe the last one.
Yeah. Okay. Go to Tom's page and watch them.
If you ask for an opinion on a public platform, it's going to happen. And
Yeah, of course.
That's exactly the reason why the comments weren't turned off, and someone's just informed me that my comments are on friends only, so if I don't follow you back, that's the reason. Don't know how that's happened, don't know how to change that, don't know if that's even true, but I don't know how to turn the comments off unless I'm on a live. So, you know, again, I asked for an opinion, and that's why and I clearly said in the second video and the third video, opinions. So again, you can have whatever spin you want on it, but at the end of the day, actually taking part in it and doing it is a totally different thing to saying it. So
I'm going to move on. Thank you, Amy, for joining. And
Thanks for letting me up.
Thank you, darling. Thank you.
Bye.
And bye, darling. And regarding the rules to my room and the mods and everything, I'm not changing anything. Guys, what are we doing a poll for, please? Because I've seen polls spammed about 50 times. Hi, Jem. We'll go to Jem and then we'll go to Sanjay.
They want to do a poll on whether they think it's hypothetical, I think, is the idea.
Okay, so mods, can you do a poll, please, with whatever people are asking? Thank you. Hi, Jem.
Hi, Miss Red. Hi, Tam. You okay?
Yeah,
I do think people are missing the point. I do think we've all come to an agreement that what Tam said was extreme.
Yeah,
She's admitted that and held her own.
I'm holding my hands up.
So many people in this chat against her, and I actually do feel sorry for you, Tam. I think what you're trying to do is a good thing. I've been through a similar experience with my son. Had someone have intervened, I probably wouldn't be in the situation I'm in now. I think what you do is brilliant, and everything that you've done in the past is amazing.
So, Jim, can I ask you a really quick, and again, I know it's an extreme, because I'm still going along the extreme view or idea that I was saying yesterday, so I'm going to ask you outright, because one of the things is, for me, is when parents talk about short, sharp shocks, would you rather have your child have a short, sharp shock? And I'm not saying that kidnapping the child is acceptable, like doing a social experiment and testing that child and then saying, look, I've told you about strangers and you've walked away with a stranger. Do you not think that that's more beneficial than actually going through it?
No, I absolutely agree. I don't
I'm
agree
not saying
on the kidnapping.
the right thing was to blindfold and put in the bundle. That was totally out of key, and I apologise for that.
But everything else you're saying, the shock, I completely agree with you. I think social media is too much for these children. They're exposing themselves too much. They're getting themselves in danger without realising. And if it weren't for mothers like you, obviously without the kidnapping, that did things like this.
Gem, I'm kicking myself. I really am kicking myself. No one can punish me any more than I'm going to punish myself for this.
Exactly. And you know, you've said it honest. You asked for people's opinions. They've given it. I don't agree that you deserve all this hate. People have said a lot worse on this app. Let's be fair. And
I was trying to have a conversation. I was trying to, I don't know, I was being dramatic. And I was trying to bring up a very relevant conversation about children's safety. Because we all have, well, not all of us, but a lot of us have children going into their teens. Some of us haven't had teenagers before. Like, how far do you take it with your teens? Like, taking devices doesn't fucking work anymore.
It doesn't. I agree with you. They need to listen as well. A lot of children think they know best. Children are growing up way too fast these days. When I was 14, I was sat there still playing with Barbies. Now they're out doing God knows what with God knows who and pulling the wool over our eyes. They can change their destination on Snap to make you believe they're somewhere when they're not.
See, I didn't know that. And this is why. Did you get that point that I was making in that video?
Yeah.
Me tracking her down was a serious thing. Like, I am... me and my sister have spoken about seeing if we can actually locate where she is. That's the only thing that me and my sister have spoken about as well. And nowhere in that video did I say that she'd agreed to my extreme thinking, yeah? But I did say that I was going to track her down using the Snap. And I think we should, because I don't actually know whether you can change that or not, or whether you can make it look like you're somewhere else, or whether someone can pull up.
Children are so clever with technology. Like, I barely know how to use Facebook, but they're so clever. And I I said, I'd rather my child have a shock treatment than end up
in the actual situation,
something worse. So
please, whoever's listening to this, please don't go out and start doing it. I'm an idiot for even saying it. Like, obviously, if you're going to tie a child up and put them in the back of a car, it's going to cause them trauma. That's the bit that I should not have said.
Yeah,
like,
definitely.
That was just. But again, you can see me smirking and looking at my friend in the video. Like, it's a hypothetical conversation. I wasn't trying to be real with the whole thing. I was trying to laugh off an actual anxiety of mine, if you like.
What you say on this app though goes literal.
I know everything
will believe straight away. But yeah, that's all I wanted to say. I don't think you need so many people ganged up on you.
Got enough, ain't I?
Yeah.
I'm going to give you a follow though. Thank you for being understanding. I'm really sorry you went through that, and I'm sorry if I ignited anything like that in you as well.
It's okay. Thank you, lovely. Thanks, Miss Red.
Right, take care.
Thank you, darling. Now, thank you, love. Now we have the delusive Angie one. Oh,
guys, can I have my opinion without being interrupted?
I'm sure you will.
Now, me and Tam, we've squashed our beef, okay? So I have held back on my opinions, but I'm gonna have to be honest.
Oh, here we go. Go on.
When I first watched the video, I was like, wow. And like everyone else, I was shocked.
Yeah.
I watched it again and I thought, is she trolling? Is she taking the piss? Is she being serious? Nah, she's not being serious. That's the second time. But then I've listened to Tam here. What I don't understand, I just don't understand your logic, Tam, because you said, you say it was hypothetically, you said you weren't going to do it, yet it was in your thought process. So you were thinking about it. And you say there was a difference between thinking about it and doing it. 100%, but there are people that think about it, talk about it, and actually do it. Do you understand? And
yes, that's totally true. And again,
let me just
sorry,
please.
I'm going to go and get my charger, but I am listening.
Yeah, listen, I'm not having a go at you, Tam.
No, you say what you've got to say.
Yeah. And you say about everyone about the snowflakes, and they've taken it out of context, and they've twisted it around. I actually agree with the snowflakes, and I agree with other people with what they've said, because what you said was very, very dangerous. It also could give other people ideas. Number one, and I'm very, very surprised you weren't arrested. Very surprised. It's a difficult one. If I said that about my sister, my niece, my sister would have disowned me. I'm not going to lie. She would be very concerned about what I had said. And I can totally understand where everybody is coming from. You know, you cannot come on social media and say these things. I've said a lot of shit, but I think that's on a different level. Do you know, you're talking about kidnapping. It's attempted kidnapping. That's exactly what it is. You know, whether, you know, and you, it wasn't your thought process, and you didn't ask people for their opinions. You know, maybe you were trolling, I don't know, but then today you've said it was something you were thinking about. So, and that's why it doesn't make sense. I just feel like you're changing your story a lot.
No, I understand where you're coming from. I do actually have an explanation of it. I was just trying to think of an actual way to put it that makes people understand, or try and makes people understand. Like, with me,
can I ask you a question, Tam? Were you trolling? Were you just taking the piss, or were you?
This is what I was just getting into. With me, sometimes with my anger or if I'm upset about something, humour plays a massive part in that. Like, sometimes when you're stressed out, some people use humour or dark humour. I think I've heard you say dark humour quite a few times. I personally don't always use dark humour, but some people do use humour to what am I trying to say, Red? To go around how they're really feeling about it, and my feeling at the time was pure anxiety, like pure. I cannot believe that this girl, after all these conversations, after the police when she went missing, like after everything, this girl has still taken a picture inside of the school. Now, I've been waiting to whether I actually say this or not. And what people don't understand about her having to have the phone as well is that she has to get a taxi to school. Now, just because somebody holds a taxi license doesn't mean to say that they're a safe person. As we already know through hunting, there are people doing very professional jobs that work with children that are still SOs. So, like, she has to have the phone for safety. And yeah, like, I will hold my hands up just like any other parent should and say there are times that the kids push you to the limits where you have these extreme thoughts. And I was literally so complacent with social media for some stupid reason yesterday that I felt like I was able to say these things out loud. We all have irrational thought processes.
It's a human, were you actually thinking about human thing. Were you thinking about doing it, yes or no?
No, not in the blindfold and bundle in the back of the car way. No,
yeah. That's not. I mean, listen. You know me. I'm not a snowflake, but when I watched that video, I'm not going to lie. I didn't believe it. I thought, wow. I did. Come on, and when someone said it's not, someone said in the comments it's not mixed in. Can I just also say, someone said in the comments it's not attempted kidnapping. It could be classed as attempted kidnapping when you're talking about it and thinking of doing it. It could be classed as that. So yeah,
I've had conversations with the police about that, and they don't agree. They don't agree unless I was actually planning to do it. There is no. They could see by the like I said, that they'd already watched the videos before they'd even phoned me. Yeah. So the first thing she said, I've watched the videos. Like, they do not agree that I was having that thought process about actually fucking doing it. It was just a oh my God moment. Like, everyone has them.
Yeah, but Tam, this is what I don't understand. You said you didn't have that thought process, but today on Threads Live, you just said you had that thought process. So I don't, and that could be seen as
not when it comes to the actual blind.
Tam, you did
when it comes to the actual blindfolding.
Yeah, and but what I'm saying, Tam, you did in some ways. It could look like you're planning it.
Right, listen, I'm going to explain it one more time.
Let me just say this, Tam, please. It could look like you're planning it because you did say you're going to blindfold her and put in your car. That is kind of in some ways planning in your head.
Yeah, but that's obviously not going to be a reality, Angela. It's not realistically what I'm going to do. I understand that some people would probably do that and act on their thoughts, but I'm not.
But you cannot blame people for calling it a
No, I'm not blaming people for thinking that might have been a reality, and maybe I should have said hypothetically, but given what I said at the very beginning and the conversation I was having, I just assumed that automatically that people would realise, like, it's not. It wasn't a fucking big.
You know what the police said to me, Tam, and they're
place that day and this, that, and the other. Like, that's not what I was asking. I was asking for opinions and how far parents actually go to teach their kids lessons with the short, sharp shock. Like, yes, and it is an extreme view, and I did say that in the video. It's an extreme view, but like, when your kids push you and push you and push you to that point that you want to teach them a lesson, like, what is too far?
Do you feel that you bring your trauma and your job into your personal life because of what you've gone through? It's kind of
it can be conflicting, yeah. 100%.
That's what I thought, and
100% it's conflicting.
What she's done and the work that she's done, the years of working alongside catching predators. She's she don't know how it's affecting her.
I think, like the police said to me, and they're very, very right. If you do things on TikTok or say things on TikTok, and you're being, whatever, your behaviour is not okay, people have a right to call the police. And I don't blame people for calling the police over the things I've done. Do you know what I mean? Because, if they've seen me doing stupid things, then the police are going to get called. Do you know what I mean? And I do feel, I don't blame anyone for calling the police. I am surprised you didn't get arrested because of what you said, because it's a very quite dangerous thing to...
And I'll tell you why, again, why I didn't get arrested, because the police watched the video and they could see where I was coming from. There was not an intention to do anything there. There was not an intention to go out and blindfold her and kidnap her. I think the word kidnap is associated with actual children going missing, being driven away and whatever. Now that would be absolutely fucking terrifying, obviously, and that's not what I would put my niece through.
You've got to realise that there are people that do talk about it, think about it.
Of course I understand that.
So you can understand where people are coming from,
again, you've apologised to me about 50,000 times so far for having your opinion, but I've not reacted to you for having that opinion. My issue was, and the reason why I might have at some times snapped people yesterday, is because of the way that I was being spoken to. For me, you've got to understand at this point, I'm like, it's a hypothetical conversation, and it went from everyone slagging me off for saying Albanian, although, like I said, it could have been Scottish, Welsh, Irish, it was just that he's the Albanian with an accent, or he's the person with the accent that my niece would not recognise. I didn't even think that was going to get spun out of control. And then when that wasn't being spun out of control anymore, it was then the fact that I'd used the word kidnap. Obviously,
you do realise if you went ahead with it, you would
my niece was never going to go anywhere. My niece was never going to go anywhere with anyone. She was going to come straight to the car. It was a bit of trolling, a bit of humour mixed in with a serious situation. And
I thought it was trolling when I watched it a few times, but then you said it wasn't your thoughts process on here, so I was a little bit confused, to be honest. But okay then, just lesson learned, I suppose, isn't it? Yeah.
Yes, why Albanian? Because my friend was Albanian. The friend that was with me was Albanian, and he had an accent. That's all I meant by that. But again, because people have been running with this racism thing, it's been spun to make it sound like, again, I'm making a racist innuendo, and that's not. It couldn't be further from the truth.
You know what, Tam? People are also angry because it does happen, kidnapping, among children, and I don't think it's anything to really kind of troll about or laugh about. Do you know what I mean? I do understand.
But I wasn't finding it funny. Again, I just sometimes humour with me. I use humour in stressful situations, like a lot of people do. And for me, yesterday, that was a stressful situation, and I was trying to rationalise in some way what I wanted to do about the situation, or what we wanted to do about the situation. But my poor sister, in the process, was being absolutely slagged off by people, and this is what was upsetting me and why I ended up getting my back up yesterday, by people that I've sat with that know me properly and know that I...
Can I just ask you one question before I jump down? Was your sister in agreement of this?
No, we haven't. I hadn't spoken to her about the actual plan. It was literally there and then when I was in the car on the video with my friend talking. So we talked about the location of Snapchat, of locating her through Snapchat. That's already been in agreement. Because
so was that a lie when you said your sister agreed? Was that just a lie?
I did not say that my sister agreed. Play the video again.
No. You said that your sister said is going to tell you when she next goes out. So
when she next goes out, because of the location thing on Snapchat, that had nothing to do with the kidnap part.
Oh, okay, yeah. Oh, okay. That's all I wanted to ask you. And look, I'm not hating on you, Tam. I just have to have my honest opinion.
Play the video again. It does not say that my sister agreed to it. It says that my sister was going to let me know next time she goes out, so I could locate her through Snapchat. That's exactly what I said.
Yeah, I think you did say that, Tam. No, I'm not twisting it. I think you did say that.
No, not you, them. Play the video again.
No, I'm pretty sure she said that, guys. And
I think half of the video's here, so I'll play it.
Play the video again.
Only half of the video's on here, so...
Please tell me if I'm being extreme. I've just checked the Snapchat, doing my usual things, checking my Snap, and my niece has taken a picture inside of her school with our pupils in it. All right, she's crossed out the faces of the other pupils, but I don't know how many times we've got to tell her about internet safety and how easily I would be able to find her. So I've come up with a plan. I've got a very good friend, Albanian friend, and I've decided the next time my sister lets her out this week, my sister's going to let me know. I'm going to track her down using her Snap.
Thank you.
Elbow, mate, to kidnap her.
Thank you.
Once she's blindfolded, I'm going to put her in my car But I want to know, is this too extreme?
I've decided. I've come up with a plan. My sister's going to let me know when she comes out.
Yeah, it could be seen that your sister is in with it, and you did say plan. You didn't say you have a plan. So it could be. You understand where people are coming from.
I have decided, Ange.
Yeah. But when you said I've got a plan, you see where people are coming from. I'm just trying to make you understand how other people see it. That's all.
Again, it's been twisted. The conversation, like I explained in the videos following that, conversation with my sister was purely about the location thing on Snapchat and bearing in mind, this conversation was being had because of the photo that she'd put on Snap of the school, of inside the school. Now, she had crossed out the other children's faces. So the discussion that we had was about the location thing on Snapchat. We've been having these conversations for the last 2 weeks about locations. So, next time my sister was going to let my niece out, she was going to see if we could see where she was through the Snapchat. We're not saying... I get it, but I get where the twist is, but that's not what I was saying.
Yeah. Well, lesson learned, isn't it? But just be careful what you say on TikTok.
I agree.
Yes, I know.
Yeah. Thanks, Miss Red, for letting me in.
No problem, Ange. Thank you.
See you later, Tam. Bye.
I tell you what, she should work for the fucking police force, isn't it, Tam? It's like an interrogation.
Yeah.
Thank you for the love, everybody. Thank you so much. I've had about 4 Mayfair Blues during this live. Thank you, everybody, for joining the box today. So did you have anything else you wanted to say, Tam?
Not particularly. Like, I think everyone's made the point. I've made it myself. To be honest with you, Red, you know yourself how busy I am. I really, at this point, couldn't give a shit because I'm too busy at this point making sure that social services aren't being used next, which is what the other next threat is. Like I said, the whole video was a bit of humour mixed in with a fucking terrifying situation, and it's my own fault at the end of the day. But what does not need to happen, and like I said, the police and I have had a conversation about it. I've got things from the police that's going to help the issue, which really and truthfully was what I was asking TikTok for in the first place. And if I hadn't have been, they would not have sent me that information, would they? They can quite clearly see that I'm trying to ask. Like, at the same time, I'm trying to describe the situation that's fucking really distressing for us, because it is distressing. And as for the Snapchat thing, that's an interesting thing that I didn't know, that you could set your location wherever. So, again, Joe Lewis can kiss my fat ass. I could not give a shit about Joe Lewis, so no, he's not getting in the box because I'm leaving to do my coursework.
Anyway, guys, who's Joe Lewis?
So basically, a group of people yesterday, including Joe Lewis, were trying to make out, like I said, like that my comments were turned off, and they weren't. They weren't turned off, and they still aren't. I don't even know how to do that, Red, without it being on a live. So I don't have any intention of talking to any of them.
Only.
Eh?
The comments were for friends only.
Well, that's what somebody's texted me and said, but I don't know how that happens. I don't know how you do that, or even if that's true. I'm going to go and check now.
Okay. All right. Then. All right, Tam. Thank you for joining today. And
Thanks for the heads up anyway. It was bound to be talked about, so I wouldn't worry about it.
Yeah, well, I did tell you, Tam, we've got to speak about it.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
It's fine. I knew it was coming.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you, Tam.
I'll speak to you soon.
Bye, Tam.
Bye.
Right, guys, I've got no more time for boxes. I'm so sorry. Lewis, darling, try again tomorrow. The boxes are always open to everybody. I did have about 30 people waiting in boxes. So, yes, guys, my final opinion on it, when I see the video, I did think that it was extreme, and I did tell Tam, this is my opinions on it. I didn't understand the whole situation of what was going on. I did tell Tam I was going to speak about it today, and I'm sorry to everybody that was triggered by things that we discussed about today. All right, Angie always gets in the box. She does always get in the box. Now, I know that, it's sensitive subjects and everything else, but if it's on TikTok, it's got to be spoken about. I'm not being biased anymore. If something happens, we're going to speak about it. But the only thing I don't like is people coming in and spamming names in the chat, because it's like it antagonises me. Do you know what I mean? People come in here and they want to fucking I'm not scared of anybody, darling. And yeah, so if I'm going to speak about it, I'm going to speak about it. I just don't want people coming in and saying, because it pisses me off. So yes, guys, so there you go. Thank you to the mods that were here, and definitely I'm not changing the rules if mods are affected by anybody, you know, that go at them or anything else. You know, they have the right to block, you know, and there's 2 rules. Don't upset the mods, and no derogatory things towards any communities. All right, guys, so that's my only 2 rules for mods, and mods can also back this up with that. All right, yes, and I'm not going to change it. 2 rules only. Poll results. Okay, the poll's gone. There's no poll there. And remember, guys, Tam had priority over the live today because it was about her. Just like if it was any other creator that, you know, it was about, they get to come in the box and say whatever they want to say. 80% said yes. And what did they say? 80% say yes over. Can you put the poll back up, please? Oh, 80% said Tam meant it. Okay, then. Well, that's your opinion, guys, and you are entitled to that. That's what we're about here. Can we have another Whinge Wednesday tomorrow? I know we didn't really get to whinge about a lot, did we? What happened to Whinge Wednesday? It was Tam's live today because we played a controversial video about her, and obviously people wanted to talk about it. Thank you, Danny Boy. Thank you so much. That's your opinion, guys. Says it all. It does, yes. That's everybody's opinion in boxes. That's what the boxes are for. And I'm going to block you now because you don't even follow me. So you're just in here trolling. Right, guys. Thank you to everybody that joined today. Big up to Roxy. I've had 2 Roxys today. Thank you, Roxys. TJ, Al's Life. I'm just following people back. Eddie, Tina, Angie, Lewis, Danny Boy, Charlotte, Nikki, Carol, Emma B, Lucy Pocket, Kate, Hippie Gumbo, Shao, Poetic, Rec, Stormy Rain, that's all, folks, Tanya, and everybody else that gifted. Thank you so much, guys. We will be back tomorrow morning. Oh, thank you, guys, for the love. We will be back tomorrow morning at 10 o'clock with some more FYP news. And if my friends do make the FYP, we will be speaking about it. Yes, big up to everybody that commented and tapped the screen and sent to heart me. Love you too. Thank you, mods, by the way. You do me massive favours coming in here every day, and you don't have to be in here, you know, looking after the room, but you do. And I will always prioritise how you feel. Yes, because you're in here doing me a favour for free. Yes. Can Miss Red's friends be out today? Look. It is what it is, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? Yeah, it's all, yes, great pleasure. Thank you, Kate. Thank you so much. Respect right back. Right, guys, love you all. Mwah! And I'll see you soon. Bye, everybody.
The Observer, providing you with the latest TikTok drama from across the UK.